recording. Now we're live. Great. Hello. Hello, everyone. I am a little frazzled today. Welcome back to Fate's End, a homebrew Dungeons & Dragons game driven by fate. And, of course, I will be your tale weaver for the evening. Oh, I have a reminder that I wrote for myself here. Thank God I did, because I haven't opened that up yet. So I'm reading that reminder now. Looks good. Okay. As you can see, we have a new follower goal. That's right. 1,000 followers. I still don't know what we're going to do when we reach 1,000 followers. We need to decide what that is going to be. But we're smashing through everything so quickly, all of our other goals, that it is a little hard for us to keep up. But we're so grateful. I'm not complaining. We're so grateful. I know that sounded like I was complaining. So grateful. Just want to shout out a couple individuals. First of all, of course, the airship map that we currently use for the Air Salant is by Z and Peku. They make gorgeously digitally painted maps, and you can support them and get these maps for yourself at patreon.com/ZandPeku. And I'm going to put that in chat. That's patreon.com/CZEPEKU. We support them on Patreon. And again, like, their maps are absolutely gorgeous. They're all digitally painted and beautiful. Where is the chat? There's the chat. Oh yes, put those community points in there. I see people posting them already.
Oh yeah.
See people posting, so many people putting in their snog points.
Snog.
Okay. We want to shout out Tabletop Audio. It's tabletopaudio.com for the ambiance. A lot of the ambiance and music in our episodes. We use a lot of that. All of this audio is amazing and completely free to use in your own games, but please consider supporting Tim on Patreon so he can continue to make amazing sound sets. We currently support him and encourage you to do so as well. That is Command TA Daniel. We also use Artlist, which is the song you can kind of hear in the background right now. That is an Artlist song. And we also use Sirenscape, the Sirenscape online player, and some of Sirenscape's sound sets as well. Brain just not functioning. We also want to shout out our partners. We want to shout out Wanderly Dice. They are a small handmade dice making company here in Huntsville, Alabama. They make sharp edge dice, dice jewelry, and other adventure items such as hand stamped leather journals and handmade resin pens. And you can find their shop at wanderlydice.com. And be sure to use the code Ink&Lyre 10 to get 10% off your order. Ooh, shout out to Puzzle Master by Guild Adepts for tonight's puzzles. You can grab these puzzles for your own game on DM's Guild. I highly recommend the puzzles on there. If you saw the episode where all of the players were trying to fit different shapes inside a bigger shape, that was a Puzzle Master puzzle. I'm gonna put that in chat for everybody as well. Great puzzles if you're interested in that. I adapted two of their puzzles actually. You can also follow us on social media. Use Command Socials to check out Ink&Lyre on all our social channels. Or if you want to follow the cast, you can use Command FateCast, and you can follow the entire cast of Fate's End. We also have our Community Snog Challenge for our Snog Tarot cards, so make sure to put your scrolls in the chat if you have not done so already, so we can pool together and get that awesome Snog Tarot card. But last but not least, I don't know if you know this, it's Loot Week. At least that is what I'm titling this. I've decided to title, this week Loot Week. The first week of every month we will have Loot Week, which means all week long we're going to be giving away super cool stuff on all of our shows. And tonight we are giving away this beautiful Zebra Wood Dice Vault from 9 Realms Gaming. Look at it, so beautiful. Look at it. Love it. Live it. Tuesday, on Twisted Veil, which is tomorrow, we're going to be giving away a Neverborn Fate deck, and Wednesday on Iron Valor, we're going to be giving away a limited edition Ink&Lyre Founder Enamel Pin, signed by both Daniel and I of Ink&Lyre. We only made 100 of these, and I think we have like 4 or 5 left, so tune in for that. But for now, because you know every time we do a giveaway, we do something crazy, let's get into our special 9 Realms Gaming ad musical edition, or as I like to call it, into the woods in a tavern. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
We join a set of strangers at a bar. Yes, they definitely don't know each other at all. We zoom in to Tommy, drinking heavily. After all, a bar is the harbor for broken hearts. Cue the orchestra!
Lily, can you hear me? Lily, can you hear me? You've broken my heart and I've gone to drink. I can't stop, won't stop, I try not to think.
Oh no, you poor soul. The wenches and trenches of life burn you like coals.
No, they don't.
I can see it.
No, you can't.
We don't believe it.
It's true, we don't believe you.
Your telling clue was shot 3 times too.
Well, if you're all so smart, so smart, so smart, what should I do?
Well, have you heard?
You know I haven't.
I'll tell you word for word.
Well, start explaining.
Let me show you 9 realms gaming.
9 realms gaming.
Yes! 9 realms gaming.
9
Realms
gaming.
Tell me more about this new thing I now adore.
Dice towers, dice vaults, and dice trays galore. It's everything you can want and more. Made from the finest woods in the realm furthermore.
What grand day to be healed in such a way, to speak words just like Hemingway. How can we share this news today?
Just use the code.
A code? What glory to have a code!
Just use the code LYRE10.
Liar 10.
LYRE10.
Liar 10.
Because when you live life slaying,
You go to
9 realms
And that is the end of our scene, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. All right. That ends our 9 Realms Gaming ad. And with that, I'm going to open up our giveaway for the evening. Again, we are giving away that beautiful zebra wood dice vault. You're going to use the command loot to enter once it goes live. Give me just a second to get it going. Actually, I'm going to get it going while our recap happens. So let's do that.
thank you, Danielle. Thank you.
Yes. Claps all around. Tonight, Finalai is going to be recapping the last episode for us. So, with that being said, the time has come. Let's draw our cards for tonight's episode of Fate's End.
What is it now? I already told you guys, I'm tired. Can't it wait? Oh, it's you. Guess you came here to see what happened last time on Fate's End, huh? Well, you better sit down. There's a lot to tell and it's pretty hectic. The party decided to take a shortcut through the storm. As you may have already guessed, there are never any easy shortcuts without consequences. And we ran into a really big consequence.
You hear crack, bam, and the whole ship just kind of like sways abruptly. And it's just going to slam into the bottom of the ship.
And it's gonna miss.
Pretty big target.
The Sky Reaper, they called it. It began to throw itself against our ship. We must have crossed into its territory. Maybe it's home. Everything happened so fast. No one had time to think. Ludin shot arrows at its face. Samson tried to blind it, and Esperise was commanding the cannons down below. It even caught me up and swallowed me whole. Not the first time Dimension Door has saved me. Probably won't be the last either.
Okay, so Cassius, the Sky Reaver rears back once more, the dark black blood dripping down its face and its scales. Cassius shifts his foot as he remains still, his eyes narrowed and focused, his muscles and cheek flexing, waiting for his window of opportunity. The Reaver screams, lunges once more as it tries to, run away. He swivels immediately, cuts the wooden yoke holding the large metal ship's bell hanging next to one of the masts. He grabs it, and using as much muscle force and momentum, he runs with it, hand and just bong! Smashes it into the Reaper's head. The top of the carapace cracks and peels back and goes flying. A few pieces of it, the size of shields, crashes down, and it doesn't even get away because it's still there. Let me move it back. It doesn't even get away. It doesn't even get. It attempts to run away and flee as this happens, and the size of the carapace shards are the size of shields come crashing down into the deck of the ship.
Cassius swept into battle as if he'd done it 100,000 times before. Everyone fought their hardest, and in the end, the Sky Reaper fell. I can only imagine the tiny earthquake it must have made when it crashed into the ground below us. Some of us were more excited to see what could be harvested from the Sky Reaper's remains.
Much it's really the metal that uses that makes up the blade. He's taught me different ways to cut it and how to make it super thin but not really mess with its structural integrity. It's revolutionizing all of my designs.
You'll have to teach me some of this stuff at some point, man.
Of course, yes.
All right. And I can maybe teach you how to shoot a bow or something like that, a long one. I know you have your little crossbow, but maybe a little bit more distance might help out, right?
He'll look down at his arm.
Little?
And he'll say I'm going to ignore that.
Continue
Ludo will laugh to
prying
himself.
scales off.
And he'll actually, Ludo will actually go over and help pry those scales off with both of them and try and hold it so that he can get some more leverage and stuff like that.
And some of us were not happy about the outcome at all. Couldn't we have let the Reaper go? Didn't it have eggs to protect? Maybe a family? We heard the mournful cry of what must have been its mate high above us, and Samson shared his wisdom and perspective with us.
You know where I'm from. There's people that think that we should come over here.
What for? You hate it.
Yeah, that's true.
To do the same thing we did to the sky worm thing?
Yeah. There's a lot of us. There's a lot of strong ones of us. And I just look over to where Uri and Luna are, I'm like... And sometimes I think that it would all be a little bit more civilized if we did.
Tell me something.
Yeah.
We did not know about family. But we care about it. With your people.
No.
Sometimes, when Samson talks, it's hard to understand him. He's always questioning, searching for something far below the surface. Is mortality worth protecting? Is it precious, even though it ends almost as soon as it begins? Both him and Praeria are some of the smartest people I've ever met. I've got a lot to learn from them still. Speaking of Praeria, Eramir was so excited to give her the present he made for her. Just watch.
She's gonna unsheath the blade to look at it.
Alright, so as she unsheaths it, the blade is shaped more like a dart or like a Japanese kunai, like when it goes out and then like really pointy at the top. It's a bright silver color, and it kind of shines when it hits the sunlight. And the blade sits atop of the hilt, and the hilt is forged into like a metal lotus flower. And so you've got the thin blade that comes up out of the top here, and then it's got a thin metal grip on the bottom as well. And the petals of the lotus kind of come out like that, so they form like the guard of the sword. And yeah, like the blade pierces up through the center. And he goes, I call it the Flying Lotus.
It's beautiful.
I'm glad well, I know you have a thing for flowers, so I wanted to,
She immediately like starts slashing at the air, like getting a feel for it.
Oh my god, I thought you were gonna be like, she immediately starts stabbing the wood in the Varna.
She seems pretty pleased with it, doesn't she? Ermer knows us so well. Like I've said before, he can make anything he puts his mind to. Soon after, we go to check on Cassius. It's been a while since we've spoken to him, and during our conversation, he tells us about a very strange dream he had.
I also saw a man with blood on his lips, dark, short hair. He was alone, sad, crying out, but he is no longer. He found something or someone, a meeting of chance, perhaps fate. The other that found him, his skin, it's scarred in some places along his arms and hands. His skin is dark and his hair like embers. His eyes have changed.
I don't claim to be an expert on prophecy, but that sounds pretty prophetic to me. What do you think? Afterwards, I stayed behind to give Cassius a few gifts and offer my company if he ever gets lonely on the ship.
He extends the spyglass and just kind of looks through it. And he, like, as soon as he does, like, there's a smile that kind of, like, creeps across his face. And he just kind of moves it. He moves it around the room and just kind of, like, moves. He moves around. He's kind of lost in it for a moment.
And if you look directly up and a little bit to the left, you'll see your constellation.
He, as you say that, he takes it down, and like his face, just like his smile fades for a second. He goes, "My constellation."
Yeah, the one that was named after you. You have one, and everybody knows of it, and you do too now.
I can hardly believe it myself. The actual breathing, real-life Cassius. The Cassius wants to hang out with me. Wow, just wow. I headed back to my room to look over the books I could share with him when I found the whole group stuffed inside, waiting for me. Cassius had let slip that I still had something to tell them, and I knew they wouldn't be patient enough to wait. He made it sound serious, and in a way I guess it is. But just how serious, no one knows.
No, why am I lying, Ludin?
Oh dear.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
No, why don't you share it with the party? Since I had to share everything, why don't you?
Share everything? Have you shared everything then?
Well, why
Are you? No. So you're promising us that you're not saying, leaving out any detail in what the god downstairs is saying. Because if it comes back up, I don't want you to say some BS like, no, I just forgot about that part or something like that. But is this the truth then? Because if this is all that it is, and I don't find out anything else, I will apologize. I will do everything in my power to make sure that you're okay. But if you're lying to me right now
What are you
about
gonna
this
do?
and trying to call me out on it, what am I gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I mean, you should have to be a part of my mind.
Uramir chimed in to remind us of everything we've been through, and what we have to remember if we're going to get through all of this. Ending the 5th season, that is.
We've all lost a lot. I mean, you know how much I've lost. And this, the 6 of us, it's the closest thing I have to a family right now. And yes, the truth is important, but trust is also important, and I don't believe that those two things are mutually exclusive. So if we're going to do this, whatever it is, save the world, stop the 5th season or whatever, fight monsters on flying ships and things that I never thought I'd be able to do, things that I never dreamed of. Right now, we have to agree to trust each other. Regardless of the amount of information that we have, or regardless of what the quote-unquote truth may be, we fought alongside each other, we've bled with each other, we've saved each other's lives. I feel like we've all learned at least.
And we are back. Just a reminder that if you haven't used that command loot to enter, you see I put it on the screen for you this time, the Twitch giveaway for the Zebrawood Dice Vault, don't forget, because it is going to be going live the entire session, well, until the break. When we get back from break, we'll announce the winner, so don't forget to enter. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna dive into tonight's session of Fate's End. I'm not gonna play the opener again. I know it sounded like I was gonna, but we jump back in. The aftermath of the conversation with Finali weighing heavy on all of your minds. Conversations of distrust, accusations, discontent. Oh, the irony. Oh, the hypocrisy. Finali, as you lie awake in bed trying to sleep. Your mind replays every word from the evening's events over and over, and you think of your most recent conversation with Levi. You look over at your open palm, the moonlight from the outside illuminating it like a spotlight, and you see your living tattoo. Currently in snake form, moving up your wrist, coiling itself in your hand, and it looks at you as if it understands you. It understands your hurt, your confusion, and it watches over you. A reminder that you are never alone, and that Levi is always with you. I love Deanna's face during that entire that. She's just like,
Well, I'm going to hug my snake very close to my chest.
A few more days passed. And I have adjusted the calendar based on how long I believe you've been at sea or at sky for about, I want to say 6 weeks, I think. No, I can't remember how many weeks, but I've adjusted the calendar to represent that. It's adjusted way ahead. Is there anything? Yeah, 6 weeks. It is now the 24th and the month of waking day of moons. Is there anything? Actually, before that, I need wisdom saves from Praeria, Ink&Lyre, and Samson.
Oh, sweet.
Please, with cheese.
Wisdom save. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I never roll well. I rolled a natural 17 plus I think 3. So dirty 20. No, 21.
Are you being sarcastic right now? Ink&Lyre, you rolled a 19. Okay.
19.
And Praeria, you rolled...
It's 17.
Okay. Okay. Apologies. Now, would anyone like to do anything before the ship reaches the hurricane?
Yes.
Go about your business now.
Oh, okay.
Uramir will, in between working on even more new stuff since we harvested that sky room, he will look for Samson on the ship.
Okay.
Okay.
And upon finding Samson, where you at? Hanging out on the...
I'm probably just hanging out in one of the interior cabins. Samson has a cold, so he's not feeling his best after the rain. So he's in one of the interior cabins, just lounging, drinking lots of water, hydrating.
Move you over here.
That sort of thing.
Okay. Well, Uramir will approach and knock on the door.
Oh man.
Open the door. Hey, Samson.
Hey.
You feeling all right?
I'm honestly, I'm not really. I think all that rain kind of got to me, seeped into my bones. Not feeling so great. But how are you doing?
Better now. You notice as he comes in, he like his eyes are kind of darting around the room, like he's trying and when he does look in your direction, his eyes always shift up to the horn or to the scars, and he can tell that that's kind of on his mind. He says, well, I guess we've both seen worse, right?
Yup. Well, at least there's a roof over our heads, or at least a deck, I guess you might say.
Yes. But anyway, I've been working in the workshop with and I made you something.
Oh, did you?
Yes. And
Oh, thank you.
He'll pull out, it's all wrapped up. He'll give it to you to unwrap. Saying,
I unwrap it immediately and say, "Oh, thank you, Uri. What is it?"
You open it and it is a horn. And you probably recognize.
This is in bad taste.
You probably recognize that it is shaped in. It's made of bronze, and it's shaped in the. It's shaped to look like the piece of the horn that you lost. And he'll say, well, it's not just for looks. It's actually got a bit of a function to it. It's a horn of silent alarm.
Ooh. Is that a real thing?
Of course. I made it real. No, it's real.
Oh, it's a real thing. Okay.
He says, yeah, blow into it, and one of us, just think of one of us in the party, and only we'll be able to hear it.
Interesting.
For
600 feet.
yeah. And just in case you ever get split off again and we need to come get you.
I think your sense of humor needs work, but thank you nonetheless. It's fine. It's fine. I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe you kind of know a thing or two about it. He just points at your arm.
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't want you walking around with one horn.
Does it fit?
Yes.
Does it snap into place?
Mm-hmm.
Does it look terrible?
It looks amazing.
Looks amazing? Okay.
Better than the last one.
Alright, I'll wear it. I'll keep it. Bronze horn. That's very thoughtful of you, Harry. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I actually had something else that I wanted to ask you about and see if it was within your scope, if it was within your abilities.
Okay.
So here's what I'm thinking. And I'll go over to my where I keep my journal, and I'll pull it out, and I'll show him the back page. On the back page, Samson has drawn basically a sketching of what looks like a very intricate bracelet. It's got like vines on it and thorns and little leaves on it, and all. It's very, very intricate, very beautiful piece. It all wraps around itself. It's very, very cool. He says, "Do you think you can make something like this? And then when it's given like a command word or something like that, it would turn in from, the gold and silver and all the things that it is, and it would turn into like, I don't know, let's say it's like a random metal, like iron."
You want an iron bracelet?
No. I just want to know, like, if it could turn into one, or maybe make it out of iron, then make it look like something else, and it can revert back, all that sort of thing.
Well, yeah, that'd be pretty simple.
But it's got to be really pretty, and I show him like the intricacies of it.
Yes. Well, I think I could design something like that. You are quite the artist.
Yeah. And basically, my whole thought is I just want something that, you got it, it looks really pretty, and then if you say the right word, it turns into something else.
Okay, what's it for?
It's for me.
Well, sure. I mean, if that's what you want. I've kind of got my hands full with a bunch of other stuff, but I'll add it to the list.
Yeah, don't have to be today. Don't have to be today or nothing like that. And it's like, I can make sure that there's plenty of party funds for this. You take as much as you need. Get all the precious materials, gold, platinum, emeralds, whatever you need to make it look really, really nice.
Oh, don't worry, I have them.
Okay, cool. That's what I like to hear. But yeah. Just so let me know when you get started on it, and I'll fill you in.
All right. It's good to have you back, Samson.
Thank you, Harry. I appreciate you.
All right. And he will leave. Close the door behind him.
I lay back down.
And leave Samson to die.
I am so sus. I have no idea what that is for.
Nah, dude.
It's for him.
Of course. Yeah, sure. My mind has run rampant as to what that is for. Is there anything else anyone would like to do before we reach the hurricane?
I would like to see if I can speak with Addie, if that is an okay time to do it.
Sure. We will move Addie into her room and you into the room with Addie.
Okay, so yeah, the last few mornings, Ludin will have noticed Finn has not come out to train with him. He skipped that. So he's looking pretty tired. He attempts to read, and every time he tries to read, he falls asleep. So he decides to go to Addie's room and knock.
Come in.
Goes in.
Oh, Ink&Lyre. What can I help you with?
Hey, I was wondering if you have time to talk, maybe. And if you don't, that's fine too.
I'm just going. You kind of see her. She's kind of like leaning over the table, going over, the map of like the ocean and like where they're going. Some, old weather charts and stuff. Some books on hurricanes, and she's just kind of like leaning over the table. She goes, "I have time. It's fine."
I mean, I don't know if you can help me, and maybe you can't, but I figure if anyone can help me, it's probably you. And he walks over across the table and like leans back and looks deeply uncomfortable. He's like avoiding her eyes, staring down at the maps.
Ink&Lyre, you look very nervous.
Well, maybe a little. See, I didn't really think I was going to talk to you at all during this trip, but,
Well, that seems absolutely disappointing. I would have loved to have a conversation with you. You attempting to avoid me.
I'm glad you haven't noticed that I've been attempting that.
Oh, I've been it is my job to notice things on this ship.
I just wanted to ask, about your last name, which, is unusual, and where I'm from, and maybe where you're from, it's not a good name to have. Not that I'm saying it's a bad name, but it has a connotation to it, right? So
she just gives you like, she kind of leans back and crosses her arms, and she's just giving you like this face, like
he's just like shifting.
Like she's part of it is like, because you have high insight. Part of it is confusion. Part of it is like, where are you going with this? And part of it is like concern that there's something behind what you're saying.
Let me start over. You're from an island, right?
I am. And you know this. How do you know that?
Well, because I am from that island too.
She looks confused and she goes, "You're half-elf."
Yes. Yeah, I know. All too well, I know. And it's weird and unusual, almost as unusual as your name. Sorry to keep bringing it back to that. It's just...
Well, you keep diverting to that, and it's quite difficult for me to divert from the fact that you're from that island.
Yeah. I guess why I keep bringing it back to that point is that you left because you're here now and you aren't there.
That's true. I did leave. But I wasn't alone. Are you alone? Did you leave with someone else?
Kind of. Yeah, I did. I left with my god.
When you first say, yeah, kinda, and then you say your god, she just kind of like makes this face like, uh-huh.
So really, I'm never alone.
Of course.
Right. But I guess I was just wondering, what made you want to leave?
My brother and I both left. I don't know if you knew anything about us and my family, but it was just my brother and I. Our parents died when we were very young, and there was really nothing for us there. We were born on the solstice, and my brother... She kind of looks at you again, the same look that you said when you left with your god. Very, very kind of rolling out the eyes, and there seems to be some kind of irritation there when you say that. You know, my brother, he said God spoke to him too. That it was fate, weaving of strands, and that we had to leave. We must go. That our paths were meant to cross with others and impact the world. So you'll forgive me if I have some sort of irritation when it comes to deities and the higher power. There's a bit of a bitterness there, especially when we left on my 300th birthday. Right before I got my own crone eyes, or at least I was supposed to get one. I was old enough then. But I trusted my brother.
That's disappointing. I'm sorry. I don't have one either, if it makes you feel better.
She almost says something, but then she thinks better on it. Because, you know, you'll never reach 300 years old. And she just goes, right. Yes, so you must know how that feels, of course. But,
right.
Yes, we did leave. I haven't seen my brother in quite some time. We write every now and then. I know he lives in Dawn's Rise.
Why did you part paths?
She kind of looks at you again. She watches the snake move around your neck, the tattoo, and back down. I was tired. I was tired of gods leading us. Leading on whims and on words of riddles. Well, we have to figure it out. There's no direct answer. There's no go here, do this. It's just... Fate has called you. Oh, well, that's so wonderful, right? That's so specific. I was tired of it. One bird left to another bird, and she would speak to him, and we would be led somewhere else. I never felt like he could really hear me. When he started to hear her. We were inseparable. Absolutely inseparable. I've never had a bond closer. I mean, my last name isn't Solstice just for the makeup of it. He was born on the winter solstice, and I was born in the summer solstice. But I decided that our paths had to separate, and I could no longer live in his shadow where his god was calling him to go. I love him, I do. But I had to do my own thing. I had to forge my own path. And I don't know if he understands that. But I had to leave. I had never been separated from my brother for one day, and it was difficult. And I don't think... I know I don't regret it. And I'm sure he feels the same.
I'm not anywhere close to 300 years old like you were when you left, but I can understand what you mean by that. Needing to figure yourself out and not follow at the whims of someone else.
He said it was because of her the reason I was alive. It was difficult to say no to that.
Who is her?
Trumpery.
Oh.
The goddess of secrets, intimacy.
She sounds delightful.
She's one of the... Oh my god, I'm having a brain meltdown. 7 gods, right?
8.
8. Thank you. 8. She's one of the 8. Apparently she's the reason that I breathe air.
Maybe according to him. I just have a question too. So you were on this island for like 300 years. And then all of a sudden you leave and you're out in this big, crazy world full of different kinds of people. And everything is so different than what you're used to. How did you know how to talk to people? How did you know how to do anything? I'm struggling.
I will not lie, it did take quite a long time to learn human traditions as well as other culture traditions, to understand slang terminology, I believe is what they call it. Like, water off a duck's back, I believe is another one. Although the party that I was in, when they realized that my brother and I didn't quite understand those terminologies, when they realized that, they kind of used it against us. It's a little game that they like to play. Or they had invent traditions of their own until we realized that it wasn't a tradition at all. I do believe Gideon had one where he said the last day at sea you were supposed to drink as much rum and alcohol as humanly possible, and then strip yourself naked and throw yourself into the cargo hold. That you must do it or else it would bring terrible luck. Of course my brother did do that, and it did not, because they believed it. It's a ridiculous notion, but...
But these were your friends, right?
They are.
So how can you tell the difference when they're being your friends and when they're actually not, and when they're, I don't know, hating you or making fun of you or...
People make jokes, Finalai. People play games. It's only when you get hurt and you realize if they're your friend or not. Because a friend will never hurt you. And if they know that they're hurting you, they will remedy it. At least that's how I understand it.
I see. Okay. Thanks for your advice. It's just been really overwhelming lately.
How long have you been gone?
A little while. I don't know, maybe a month now?
It's a couple months. It's like 2, maybe 3.
Okay.
2 or 3 months.
Now. Oh, I don't know how long it's been a game. Okay.
2 or 3 months for her. That's like a couple days in her lifespan, and she just looks at you like eyes going wide. She goes, "Oh my, you poor thing. You must be completely lost. I'm so sorry. You should have come to me sooner. I'd be happy to talk you through things."
Okay, maybe like in secret though, because I don't want anyone knowing. You know, how long I've been gone, because they don't know at all. They just think, you know, I come from nowhere, which I like. I prefer that, because I don't want them to know.
They believe you come from nowhere.
I don't think they know where I come from, which is totally fine with me, because I don't really want to talk about it, you know? But I think it might be okay to talk about with you, because you'll understand.
She kind of puts like 2 and 2 together, the asking of friends and like what friends do and how do you know, like she's putting that all together. She goes, I think I understand why you do not wish to talk to them about this. That's okay, Finn. if I can call you Finn. And you can call me Addie.
Okay, Addie. I'll call you Addie.
I think you've
And
been
you can
calling
call
her
me
Addie
Finn.
this whole time. Of course. We'll just both say that our meetings are in regards to the surgeon, supplies that are needed, the welfare of the men and women aboard the ship. Does that sound right?
Sounds perfect. And very, very believable.
Of course. And if anybody questions you otherwise, you can send them to me. I will handle it personally.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. Is there anything else that you wish to know, Finn?
I think that's all.
Well, then I should return to this chart. We should be there shortly.
All right, well, good luck with all those maps and things. They look really complicated.
She just kind of laughs and smiles and she nods. All right.
He'll head out.
Boop, right out. Everyone on deck as we prep for this.
Did we want to do like a group conversation about Cassius before we got to the hurricane, or did we want to do that afterwards?
It's up to you guys. You can if you want.
What do you guys think? You want to do that now, or you want to do that after?
We can do it now. Unless anyone objects.
Oh, that's fun.
Well, in that case, I call a group meeting to everyone in a secret location.
I mean, it's in the
at
galley.
The front of the, I mean, in the galley.
Everyone go back to Finn's room.
Oh, God.
All right. You guys make your way. You make your way to the galley. During a time where food isn't being served or consumed and everyone's at their post, you all sneak down to the galley and you have a moment together.
So, this whole Cassius thing, what are we gonna do with him?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, he's obviously very important to our cause. He's a very strong fighter, and if we want to keep him with us for a while, that's fine, I guess. But if not, I need to give Kaya a call so she can make arrangements to pick him up in Sable after we get done with this.
What do you mean pick him up in Sable? Like he's gonna leave?
Yeah, keep for safekeeping, somewhere he can recover and be his best, and somewhere where we can keep him safe.
He
Didn't we
can't
just-
leave yet.
Didn't we just break him out of somewhere where they were keeping him for safekeeping? Like,
I mean, yeah, but he'll be with our friends, our allies.
The safest place he can be with is with us.
also the most useful. I mean, you saw how he took out that Sky Reaver. We're gonna. What do you want to? You want to bench our strongest force against whatever we're facing?
And he's very vulnerable. They won't know
He
how to
is.
talk to him.
I'll wait a minute and see what everyone else has to say.
Esperis is keeping her mouth shut. She is there and she is not contributing.
Ludin, for once, is also taking cue from Esperis and keeping his mouth shut.
Friends, beautiful friends. I see that Christian moved himself into the corner away from everyone. Let me zoom out a little bit so we can see him brooding.
This guy.
I'll be over next to Ludin.
Blocking.
Alright.
And I'll just be over here by Samson.
Bro, the party is split.
Oh my god. No, we're not doing this.
Oh my god. Okay, so the original four on one
Not
end of the
doing
table,
this.
Esperise
No.
is sitting in a chair at the other end, and Luden's just like by the door, ready to leave any moment.
It's like you can't keep this way, guys. It's fine.
Ferrari is sitting in the middle of the table, and she is not acknowledging this fuckery.
She's just got her arms folded.
Go ahead.
Cassius is just now getting comfortable. Can't we keep him a little longer?
Yeah, I mean, we can. If we think that's best for him. I worry that if we keep... What we're doing right now is very, very dangerous. And Cassius is very strong, but he's new to this world, and I worry about what's going on up here, you know?
Did you see the way he swung that sword? He's not new to this world.
He's new to this world. He's been
He
on this
doesn't
boat.
know who he is.
He knows how to fight. Go ahead.
Oh, listen, I think he should learn.
I think that I agree with Peoria. It's just we didn't wake up Cassius because we needed someone to swing a sword. We woke Cassius up because we wanted information about what happened before. And he doesn't know yet, but it's clearly coming back to him. And if something happens to him while he's out here with us, we'll lose all that. There's no limit to the value of information, and he's got it. He's just gotta, he's gotta figure himself out,
I have a DM question
Mhm.
about my temple and things that they do. I know that they help people out and that they do, like, they can help people after magical effects and things like that. Do I feel like they would be able to help Cassius, or would it be just the same as leaving him anywhere else?
Actually, there's probably one person there who could. Who is, I forget, I would have to look it up.
Is it
The woman.
Flower boy? Oh, woman. Okay.
Basically the leader of the temple. I have a special name for her, but I've mentioned her before. You had attempted to go see her, but she was too busy communing.
Yeah. She's the one who speaks directly, if I recall.
Yes.
Yeah.
She speaks directly to Remblace through, I believe, like a massive tree.
Remblace is Catholic. Cool.
Yeah, I've got Remblasian Pope. Okay.
I've written down Remblacian Pope. Alrighty then.
If I may offer just, if it is something that would be helpful, the temple in Dawn's Rise, we might be a safe haven, or the lead mother, she does a great lot of work with memories and healing of magical effects, and we might be able to assist Cassius if we are looking for a direct intervention in that way, but only if we are going in that direction, of course.
I look at Finn.
Well, I guess that does sound good for him. How far away is Dawn's Rise?
It's very far away. It's across the water, eastern continent, and then a good way inside the desert. So
it's gotta be 10 times as far as we've flown now. Gotta be. So that's a 6-month journey.
So then we would head there after this?
it is very out of the way. So only if our path brings us there, I suppose.
Is that
Well,
all?
I like that idea better because then we'd have more time with Cassius. But
If as priest, do you think that the temple can really help him? You think it'll actually work? Because if that's something that can be done, that's time is of the essence. Even if it is 6 months.
Well, I mean, we don't have to go. Sable's.
Sable's on the way. We'll stop there.
Good.
We'll definitely stop there. For as long as we need to.
I cannot make any promises exactly because we've never seen anything like this before, but I know that the lead mother, she does deal in things like this. I believe anyone could help him. She could. But if I could get in contact with the temple, I could bring you more answers. So.
My thought was that we would get Kai to take him back to Lacambria. That way he could be safe in the wildwood, away from prying eyes around everybody. But if we think that that'll work, because it could be years before everything comes fully back to him if we do that. But if there's something that we can be done here, then...
Dawn's Rise, I think, does have a teleportation circle, so if you have access of a circle back in Lacambria, we could... drop him off with Kaya, and then if it does turn out through communication to be a good solution for him, they might be able to transport him.
Isn't Lacambria like on fire right now?
That's what I was thinking.
You know what? Sounds like maybe I'm wrong. Right. I'm okay with being wrong. Hey! I'm okay with being wrong. It's okay. If it makes sense, we can take him now. That wouldn't. Well, and then, because if anyone was going to take him to Dawn's Rise, it'd be us, right? So we just keep him. We keep him safe, and.
I'm with Finn. I think he'll be more useful here with us. It is why we woke him up, isn't it?
We woke him up to find out what he knows.
And to wake him up because he was dead.
And yeah, no, I'm not.
I mean, he's a demigod, right? Like, imagine if he was there. Imagine if he was there in the Cambria when he fought the mother.
Why don't you just ask him?
Because he's not in his right mind. He doesn't know anything. Well, that's not entirely true. Because he knows.
If he'd rather fight or go find out about himself.
Well, he could do both with us.
Yeah.
Right? He's learning all sorts of things.
Speaking of things he does know, does anyone recognize any of that gibberish he was talking about in his dreams or whatever?
There was.
I've got some notes here I took. Talked about a blood moon over Mount Vera, a tiefling woman with volcanic glass, a man with blood in his hair and scars on his arms, a woman with stained glass skin. Oh, and I got an extra note I made here that asks Uri, why have you not repaired that man's armor yet? It's weird.
Look,
we've been on this boat for 3 months.
Yes, and I've been working on all of your gifts and fixing Umber, and I've got other things. I'll add it to the list.
The list.
It's getting quite long, actually. He mentioned someone that kind of reminded me of Micah.
Who's that?
Your friend, Micah.
Yeah.
Which one was it?
Hair like embers. Dark skin.
Scars on his arms.
Yeah.
Blood on his lips.
Well, no, not that part, but...
Do you really think it's Micah?
Couldn't be, right? I mean,
maybe
be
he
crazy.
was seeing our friends in the future.
Uri he just looks down at the floor. Goes, yeah, maybe. But why would... It's nothing. It doesn't even make any sense. He doesn't know... He doesn't know who that would be.
Well, he doesn't have to know if he sees it. That's usually, well, I mean, like prophecies. You can see things without knowing about them.
Why is he getting prophecies at all? Is that canon for him?
I mean, he's a
Is that
hero.
canon?
Heroes get prophecies
Is
all
this-
the time, and this is
one of his abilities?
and the world is ending, so it makes sense.
Like Vera's reaching out to him. Her champion reawoken, yeah?
I mean, maybe, but maybe not. Maybe it's coming from something else. I don't know. Maybe if it's coming from his own inner vision.
Could be the 7. Just... Well, the whole blood moon thing, the people, they were having dreams, remember?
Of course.
About the moon.
Luden, you look like you got something to say?
Yeah. Let's go to a hurricane. Cobley's probably looking for me.
You know Copley's still sick.
Ambient sound
Remain-
from the bathroom.
Remain vigilant. But I have nothing to add to this conversation, so I think I might go ahead and head back up.
I think we all value your opinion here on this, Luden. But if you don't really have one, that's fine too.
Well, he looks
Like
like
I
he
said.
does.
Like I
It does
said,
look like he does.
just ask Cassius. That's my opinion, but y'all do whatever. I do need to go check and see for this storm, though. Okay, guys?
As he's leaving, I do say, as he's leaving, I'm like, that checks out. We should at least ask him what he wants.
Yeah. We should.
I will follow Luden out for a brief catch up to him. Hey,
Hey,
are you... what's the deal, man?
I mean, last time we had a large conversation. Didn't go very well for me when I asked and told my opinions. So I'm gonna keep quiet for a little bit, lay back, and let you guys have it.
Well, in Finn's defense, he is a little... He doesn't do well with conflict.
Yeah, that's not an excuse. You guys coddle Finn too much.
Okay, you're entitled to your opinion, but... I mean, don't you think you're being a little hard on him?
I treat all of you with the same amount of respect. And the reason that I treat Finn the way that I do are specific, but he also brings it on himself quite a bit. But at the same time, I'm not saying anything to anyone, and I'm being quiet.
You don't have to say anything. It's written all over your face. All I'm
Well,
saying...
can't be in trouble for not saying anything, can you?
All I'm saying is, maybe try positive reinforcement, since negative reinforcement hasn't really gotten you anywhere.
He's about to say something like really smart and witty. Just thinks about it and says, "Thank you, Ermir. I appreciate you coming to talk to me." He'll walk upstairs.
He just shakes his head.
He's coming so far, guys! He's come so far!
So proud of him.
Oh my god,
You
I'm
can't
crying.
lie. You know he actually did appreciate Irving coming. Started.
That was genuine. That was genuine. I appreciate it.
Even if it was through gritted teeth, it was genuine. Back in the other room, Esperis is just gonna stand up and be like, "Well, if we're all done, I have some things to attend to," and also just leave.
Shimmy yourself out of the room.
Go do my job.
All right. Are we ready? Is there anything else?
So, since everyone is left, I'll just call Kaya on Sydney Stone with Finn and Prioria there,
Okay.
and I'll send a message to Kaya, and I'll say, Kaya, Samson, we're keeping the stars with us for a while. We'll be in touch. I just ended there.
Okay. Roger Wilco. No, I'm kidding.
She texts back like, it's 3 a.m. here.
Get a little red receipt, and that's it.
Thank you, Samson, for shedding some light. I will continue dealing with the hectic mess in the Cambria.
I don't think I can message back again, right?
No, you can't.
Just leave it there.
Alrighty. Are you ready to dive into the hurricane, everyone?
Do it.
Sure.
Let's go back
this
to the... Go ahead. What?
I hope this isn't a group project, because...
What do you mean?
Oh my gosh, because we fail at teamwork.
Yes, we
We work a lot better when we're fighting each other.
Ooh, that's gonna be my next puzzle, a teamwork
No.
puzzle. Thank you,
Why would you
Brandon.
say anything?
Thank you so much, Brandon.
It's like everybody's got a number on the back of their neck.
We're all gonna die.
I feel I've made a terrible mistake.
End of campaign, right then and there. End of campaign,
Teamwork.
right then and there.
The
Going
party
back to
gets...
F-
The
Going
party
back to
gets
Feywild,
split.
I'm done.
It's everyone over here, and then just Finn and Luden over here.
It's like we try to love them, and they're just like, we hate you. It's like, okay, cool.
All right.
I do grab Uramir's present, Finn does, and shoves it in his pocket before they leave. Just want to note that.
Okay.
Did you open it?
I didn't open it
Not-
yet.
Nah,
Are you
that's-
taking Snonk into the hurricane? Are you strapping him to your front?
Oh my god, no.
the snot's gonna be rolling around like.
Let's go.
Floating around like a cow in a tornado.
Yes.
He's going to entrust him to Cassius. Cassius, will you please look after Snog for me?
I attend this meeting as well, and I bring Volpa. So just cut. Here you go.
The meeting.
Yeah, with Volpa. Well, with Finn and Snog.
They're forcing
Okay.
animals onto Cassius.
I give
Together.
Volpa to Cassius too.
Okay.
Luden
I attend this meeting,
will-
and I look disgusted at both of you.
Yeah.
Luden will wait until after everyone has left the meeting and go in and talk to Snog real quick.
I cast power word kill on Ludin.
He's just gonna cast his speak with animals real quick. And he'll just be like, "Hey, Snonk."
Hello, Berry Man. Or I'm sorry. Hello, Berry Man. I'm sorry. He's grown up.
I forgot puberty snog.
Adolescent Snonk.
Puberty snog is happening right now. Hello, Berry Man. Bring Snonk more berries, Berry Man.
Maybe after this is over, but ask Food Hand for food from now on, you know? Maybe, Berry Man can give you berries for treats. Anyway, I did want to let you know that we will be back soon. That we're gonna go in that big hurricane. I don't know if you'd want to come with us, so just wanted to let you know where we were going. And, be on the lookout.
Snonk ate Kane before.
You ate
Who?
what?
Kane.
Cane sugar?
Where's Kane?
Like Abel's brother.
Where's Kane?
Snonk chew on Kane stick before.
Where? Show me. Show me, buddy.
Snonk trots over to Esperice's. Is it Esperice's bag?
Excuse me?
No.
Esperice hangs all of her bags out of the reach of the animals that the party insists on keeping in our
Except
sleep.
this
It wasn't noted beforehand. And you go in and you see Esperice's writing quill. And it's just like her writing quill is like completely snapped and covered in drool. And you look at you kind of lean down and look under Snonk's chin and you see just black ink all over his face.
So Ludin will take each piece of the quill and just put it in his pocket. He'll be like, "Hey, buddy. So I don't want you to die. So I would, you know, I would stay away from smells for a little bit, and let's try not to chew on things, okay?
Smells good.
Smells will hurt you, buddy. If she finds this, he'll pull it back out. You're not supposed to do this, man. You're not supposed to do this, buddy." He'll put it back in his pocket.
Snonk.
He'll be like, "But you didn't know. You
Snonk.
didn't know."
Snonk. Sorry.
Okay, he'll pat him on
Snonk.
his head.
Hungry.
Oh.
Look,
That makes sense.
tasty. Smell tasty.
Okay, well, how about this, Snonk?
Like Berry Man hands.
How about this, Snonk? From now on, when you're hungry, you go talk to or speak to Food Hand, okay?
Wait. Snonk
And then he'll,
try.
And worst comes to worst, if you get really, really hungry, you can't find Food Hand, you can always find Berry Man, okay, buddy?
Or sack on ground.
Find me first.
But not
before you-
smells sack on ground. Other sack.
You know, Food Hand probably has food with their stuff, because that's what Food Hand does. So, go after Food Hands first. And then you can come to me. Okay, buddy?
Yes, Snonk understand.
Awesome. And he'll tap Snonk on his head.
Wait.
He'll put Esperice's bag out of the reach of Snonk. And he'll just hold on to the quill for now, and he'll see if he can get it fixed by somebody later. He'll walk back out. Oh, actually, he'll be like, "All right, Snonk, go ahead and go back to Cassius. We'll see you in a little bit, buddy." And he'll walk back out to the deck.
As you walk out past the other room, you see just like a dart of white flying into the next room where Volpa is.
Nope. And he's gonna. He thinks about. Nope. Thinks about.
Wait, what?
foxes can do what foxes do.
I
Just
think
gonna
it's the
walk out
Arctic fox going for some, you know.
Yeah,
your-
they can do what they do.
Using an
buddy.
opportunity.
Using an opportunity, and what Uramir built for them. They.
I mean, Volk just out here getting it in. You know?
Oh my god!
Look,
For all of you,
She's a grown
know.
lady. She does
Samson's
what
about
she
to be a
Patreon
grandpa.
members, and you can understand the canon outside of this show.
It's just a blur of
They're
white.
friends.
Y'all have fun.
It has
They're
been
friends.
such a cruise for the two of them.
Gosh, they
Addie's-
left the room.
Addie's fox
Oh my God.
is like you don't see Addie's fox. They like to stay hidden.
I bet.
Y'all do you.
They're sneaking around a little bit makes it more exciting.
Anyway, are we ready to go into the hurricane?
Let's just go to the hurricane.
Yes! We all get
Yes.
bardic inspiration from their love.
Love.
So inspiring.
Oh my god. Y'all.
Told you, Prey, we're gonna be the only spinsters. The foxes are doing it.
Even the fox.
If there is hope for Fox.
All right. You've all left the desert and have begun flying over open ocean. The mainland slowly fading into the distance, only the ocean now seen in every direction.
Harry
takes a-
leaning dangerously over the edge, trying to look at all of the water.
Oh. Some of the crew members watch in careful, kind of like concern,
Like pulling onto one of
cautiousness.
the ropes and just like leaning over.
Yeah, Ludin's definitely just like, Praeria! Maybe not so close, okay?
It's fine, it's fine. So much.
And then Ludin will just like look over. Is Samson on deck looking at his princess?
Who? Yes.
I guess not.
Flipping him off over the shoulder.
Hey, look, it's not my job to keep her safe. It's my job to keep her alive. Like, what's up?
I'll do what I want.
If she falls
As long
over, I'll
as-
just catch her. It's fine.
Yeah,
As long as the
he will
spine
see
and skull
Samson.
are intact.
That's all that matters.
That's the goal.
He will
I
see
need all these
Samson
fingers.
and just let it happen then. Let her do her thing.
It takes a few. Hold on. It takes a few more weeks out, but you eventually find the edge of the hurricane.
So do we get to those 51 days? Do I know how to cook by
You
the
know-
time that we get to the hurricane?
How many weeks is 6 weeks? Is that 51 days?
6 weeks is
6 weeks is
42
42.
days.
So no.
I need 9 more days, Lauren.
I guess you'll have to wait for the return trip.
Okay, cool.
It takes a few more weeks out, but eventually you all find the edge of the hurricane. Like a massive wall. The wind picks up. You can see the water churning down below angrily. Addie looks out over the horizon at the storm. We've reached the edge. Everyone prepare for incoming ascent. Addie looks at you, Esperise, and Theus. We're gonna fly over it. We've learned a thing or two about the storms, the encounter with the Sky Reaver. Have those above deck anchor themselves with rope.
I himself to the crow's nest. Let's
Alright.
go.
Reese gives the order very politely to everyone on the main deck.
Very, very politely, of course.
Excuse me, but if you could, this is for your safety. Just if you have a moment to just tie yourself to the wall.
Matter of fact, I go back below deck. I'll just wait for this part.
You go below deck? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Or don't we need to jump off the boat? Is that not what happens? Are we gonna land in the hurricane? All right, great,
We're flying.
Eye.
We're flying over the
Flying over the
hurricane.
hurricane.
great.
To the
great,
eye.
Great.
Yeah, Uriel's be like, yeah, I think I forgot some things down. I'll be right back.
We need to like double, triple knot it. What if it gets loose?
Is everyone ready?
I double triple
Finn's
knot
standing
things.
there like, do we double knot it? And Eddie's like, is everyone ready?
I
Little
help
will
Finn.
scream, yes, we're ready, let's
Thank you, Samson.
Esperise is tying herself with like a lead so that she can. She's kind of mostly she's just flying. Like she's technically tied, but she's just gonna. She's not gonna trust the boat. She's gonna have some distance.
I'm gonna stand near Praeria and Finn for that reason, just in case things go poorly.
I feel like Esperise can fly. What is she worried about?
So am I over here? I'll be over here.
If everyone else has to tie themselves up, it's really rude to not also tie yourself up.
Tie yourself.
All right. Everyone gives her the ready signal, and she goes, brace and begin ascent. And you see the nose of the ship begins to shift upward. The incline isn't extreme, but it does make you all hold on tighter. The approach is agonizing, like waiting helplessly as if you were about to be carried away over a massive waterfall with sharp rocks at the bottom. That feeling of knowing what's coming, the anxiety building within your stomach with each step closer. The wind picks up, and the ship continues to ascend. You're near the edge and just about to breach the top of the clouds. Your hearts are pounding, and you're all breathing heavily. The ship catches on the edge of the clouds, like walking into a rolling fog, and you can't see anything. Lightning striking and thunder rumbling, rain battering you all. Hold steady! Hold steady! And you can hear Addie shouting and yelling. And the ship groans under the strain of the wind and the rain. And the ship is moving against it, as if the storm itself were trying to prevent you all from succeeding. Full speed! Steady! What feels like an eternity, and the ship rises out from the clouds, rising above the storm. Some of you look out over the edge, and it looks almost like snow, far as your eye can see. It's breathtaking and terrifying, all at once. As you hear the rumbles down beneath you, as if some other terrifying monster might lurk within the storm. And the thought is terrifying, but not as terrifying as the eye. Like a gaping hole, ready to swallow all who venture too close. Your breath quickens once more. You're all panting. Everyone make a Constitution save.
Can we breathe?
I have a +7 and I got an
16.
11.
Some of us can, yeah.
23.
16.
I have a +7. How often do I get to roll this and I still almost definitely failed?
Okay.
At 20.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's breathe.
You're
Finn.
moving up. You see one of the crew members passes out unconscious onto the ship and just like begins to roll back into the rope, goes slack, and they're just laying there. Praeria,
What up?
you fall to your knees and you pass out. And you just pass out and fall over.
Damn.
Oh, I catch Praeria so she doesn't fall any further.
That's rough.
But you
then.
pass out too. So
I rolled a I rolled a 16.
Oh no.
I rolled a 16. Like, what's up?
Everyone else, like you can feel like it's getting hard to breathe. And you continue onward.
are we still going up?
Yeah. The ship continues to
Okay.
move toward the eye. What? Go ahead.
Wait, are we going up or are we going forward?
You're going up.
Okay, yeah. So Ludin is just gonna go ahead, seeing that people are passing out. He's gonna try and give us a little bit more time. He's gonna cast Gust of Wind, so that hopefully the DC stays the same. And he's gonna cast it like in the direction that the ship is following, so it's shooting all of the oxygen that is around them forward into the same direction that they are going, and that they can breathe. So it's 60 foot, 10 feet around me. I know
Okay.
air diffuses, and hopefully that'll help some bit, but that's all he can do.
I think that's a smart way to address the issue at hand, and so I will adjust the DC.
I'm gonna take I'm gonna take Prioria, who's unconscious, and move her closer to the mast that we're right beside, and I'm gonna take my rope and say, "Here, Finn, catch!" And I'm gonna have Finn help me tie Prioria to the pole.
She okay?
I don't know yet. I just don't want to go flying everywhere.
The ship. Let me actually roll.
The ship is unconscious.
Phew!
Oh no.
No, we have to make sure that
Ship
our girl
is
that's
unconscious.
driving the ship is not unconscious.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay.
Don't tell me Addie passes out.
You. Yeah, let me just get through this for a second here. You actually see Theus kind of drop to their knees, and Addie just kind of like grabs Theus up and like, in doing so, pulls back further as it goes back up, and Addie's just holding on tightly to Theus. The ship can.
So no one's driving.
No, Addie's driving still.
With one hand.
With one hand.
Eddie's a beast.
Okay.
This is her
and
shit.
she's just holding Theus in her arms, like straining, and you can tell that Addie is having trouble breathing. You all feel as if you've been running this entire time, each breath more difficult than the next, the sweat on your brow growing cold against the icy chill of this altitude. And you keep going, and you're approaching the eye faster. Everyone make another Constitution save as you continue to fly through low oxygen altitude.
Do I still make a save as a passed out person?
I forgot to save for Cassius. Let me do so. Uramir, you need to also make a save. Just because you're downstairs doesn't mean you can't. Doesn't mean
I
you
am
have the same.
inside where the air is regulated. Okay, Grom
The
warned
air
me
is,
about this.
the air is not regulated in.
We
this
had
is-
conversations.
He made
Grom
a
told
scuba
me
mask.
about this.
a scuba
I-
mask.
Yes, I put my mask on, so I can do.
Natural 20 for Cassius. He's fine.
Cassius is like, wait, why is everybody like?
Oh, is everyone okay?
What save was this? Constitution.
This is a Constitution
Yeah.
save for you, Uramir.
Let's go.
You're fine, but you're down below deck, and you're like you're standing there. You're just standing there, and you begin to pant.
It's like, I'm out of shape.
Are we able to take actions?
All right, has everyone rolled their second con save?
Do I
Yeah.
still do it?
Okay, I
as
see
an
it now. Let me see.
Unconscious Pete.
No, you're already passed out.
Okay, cool.
You're already passed out. Let's see.
Could I use an action to try to wake somebody up?
You gotta kiss him, the kiss of life.
Oh yeah.
I
Or
think
just
Snog
like a
fell
cure wounds
unconscious.
or whatever.
Oh, definitely.
Esprit just starts making out with someone and they wake up like, oh my god, you healed them. I did what?
So, Finn,
Um,
you're the only Sphinx.
Yep.
I rolled a 16.
I think everyone succeeds. Everyone succeeds.
Can
Go-
I
yes.
use my action to try to wake up Theus? Or are they are just out?
It's
I
like when you-
want to try to do it whether or not it works.
they're not sleeping.
Yeah.
It's like their brain went to sleep on, like, against their
They
will.
blacked out.
Like when they blacked
I'm
out.
gonna say then
Yeah, they
I
blacked
spend the next however long doing a medicine check on them to go, can we wake them up? No. And then I go back to where I was.
Okay. The ship grows even closer. And as you make your second save, you guys just continue, like, it feels like you're breathing through a straw. And you see a few more crew members just kind of pass out and go, like, rolling until the rope goes slack. And I'll make another save for Addie.
Yeah, Addie. No, Addie.
No, Eddie.
With
No.
that, Addie, you see Addie, and she's just like, And then you just see Addie let go, and she just falls over, passing out. And then the ship just begins to... And you feel like everything begin to move. It is now unmanned.
Okay. I've been working with Addie and Theus for these last 6 weeks.
You sure
and
have.
I'm up there doing a medicine check.
You sure have. And it is your time.
Okay.
You sure
I look
have.
up where I'm trying to get Theus unconscious and I see it's unmanned, and there is that moment where Esperis has the thought of, technically I could have not seen that it's unmanned. If I said, oh, I didn't notice, people might believe me and then I wouldn't have to do anything. But then she goes up and she's gonna attempt.
What does this look like as you take control of the aircraft?
Absolute panic. Just like she jumps to her feet, wings in action, puts her hand on the wheel, 10 and 2, 10 and 2. Just like...
Well, it's not a wheel, it's a control panel.
Okay, she tries to do this first and then she's like looking out at everything, panics down at it for a second, and then just tries to remember exactly what Addie was doing and tries to copy it, every single movement that Addie did. Is there a check? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Hold on to your hats and glasses, folks. The ship grows even closer to the eye of the storm. You see Addie and Theus just like laying next to your feet, and they're just kind of like swaying and moving with the movement of the ship.
I use one foot to gently move their unconscious bodies out of the way so I can get to the control panel.
You almost like have to brace up against the other side of the helm. And some of you are starting to now have to grasp onto the edge. You have to hold on to something to keep yourself standing up. Your teeth begin to chatter. The sweat on your temples are freezing over. Almost like a migraine is piercing your head from the chill. Everyone make one final Constitution saving throw. Hot damn. I was so worried about, I was like, please don't roll a nat one, please don't roll a nat one, please don't roll a nat one, please don't roll a nat one.
Daniel did it for me.
Don't worry, I got it. No worries.
Yeah, Daniel, you, Samson, you are trying your hardest to remain standing, and you black out with the lack of oxygen that you need.
Can I try and catch Samson and probably pass out with him because I got a 9?
What does that look like? But yes, you do pass out as well.
So he sees Samson start to tip over, so he's like, oh no, and he goes to catch him, he's like, ah. Probably lands on top of him.
All of
There's
the
just
fail.
Yeah, there's a 3 stack up of Praeria and Samson.
I think Praeria is tied to a post right now.
I am.
Just dangling.
Full hostage situation.
Esperis, make a performance check for me.
Performance check?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Well, let's say, make a, let's see, what...
Can it be a persuasion check?
No, it's not a persuasion check.
On the
Persuade that
control
boat.
panel?
Can I sweet talk this shit?
You can either make
Hey, baby, you know that I want to treat you right, and I want to have you fly the way I want you to fly.
performance or dexterity.
I'll go.
I think
I think I'm gonna go with performance.
Okay.
I would have gone with dexterity if it was me.
17.
Nice. The ship breaks over, and you just come out from around the eye, and you just kind of like ease the gears forward, your heart pounding. You can see like the blurriness around the edges of your vision, and like your vision almost like goes black and then comes back, and then like this fading in and out, and you're like, oh my god, I cannot pass out, I can't.
Yeah, Ludin will change that direction of instead of going up now to going at an angle to where it's not hitting Esperis directly in the face, but it is
hair is
shooting
flowing
all
behind
of the air towards our new captain right now, so that we don't die.
I think Esperis does also have the thought of you can do hard things.
Aww. The ship immediately begins to dip downward, and the backdraft of the storm kind of pushes the storm inward, like a massive gaping mouth inhaling. And the sun pierces down, the clouds a blur around the edges of the eye like waterfalls. You can see through where the rain and water churns aggressively behind, and the wind ceases outside of Ludin's wind, but the wind from the storm ceases as you enter the eye, 20 full miles in diameter. The area is surrounded by subtle darkness and orange haze, encircled by the outside storm. Some of the crew members begin to rush over to those who have passed out as the atmosphere slowly becomes more breathable. And you just dip down and you begin moving. And you just begin circling around the eye as the rest of the individuals begin helping the others. Some people are beginning to come to consciousness as oxygen returns to their brain and they're getting enough and they're able to come back to full consciousness. Praeria, you come back to full consciousness. Samson, Finn, you see Theus and Addie come back to consciousness, and they kind of like steady themselves and stand back up. And Addie looks at you, and she looks at the rest of the crew, and those are up, and she looks at you and she goes, "Well done."
Thank you so much. Everything went absolutely fine. Everyone is okay. Would you like to...
She just kind of like, everything did not go fine, but you were here to make sure that it did. And she just kind of like grabs you up. Don't cheapen that.
Thank you. That is very kind. Thank you very much. Do you want to... why don't you go ahead and you are on the
She goes, "I'll take over from here. Thank you. Go check on the others."
Absolutely, yes. Thank you.
You're the captain now.
And the rest of you, if you would like to take a moment to react coming into consciousness, you may.
Oh yeah, Ludin is just, although he didn't go unconscious, he is definitely looking over to make sure that there's like, if there's an island, or he's just doing his job in the sense of making sure that the ship doesn't have some magical sea creature that's about to pop up and try and kill them. All of these different things, he is just scanning the ocean.
Yes, I do have that for you.
Here's your magical sea creature.
I do.
Oh my god!
Before I do tell you what you see in the center of the hurricane, I'll let you guys react to coming back to consciousness if you'd like.
And like sits up from off of Samson, and he's just like, did we get there? Are we there? Ow!
No, we're not. I don't think so. I just lay back down.
All right. Go ahead.
Going to...
Oh yeah, no, but Praeria is tied up. But Praeria, you wake up completely pinned back against a pole.
I don't know what happened, but
You passed out first, Praeria. Can I go over and like undo the knots and the ties? We just didn't want you to fly away.
oh, thank you. I didn't fall on anyone, did I?
No, Samson caught you.
Oh, not good. She was just very worried that she would have fallen on anybody smaller than her.
Which is like literally everyone.
Yeah.
All right.
Ermir will come back up and rejoin the party. Everyone all right up here?
Well, look who it is. Just kidding.
He'll take that as a yes again.
Yes.
Is everyone
We're okay.
all right downstairs? No one, hit their head on anything. Everyone's okay?
Oh no, Grom knew we were ascending, so he tied everything down. We were fine. Stumbled a bit, but no one fell unconscious.
You want to share all that information with all of us? As I rub my head that's now bumped against the side of the boat.
Hey, you've got 3 horns.
You-
Two and a half.
My ribs are bruised from when Finn landed on me.
Do you need healing? Do you want me to check on anything, or you're okay?
Seems like the party doesn't even have
No,
the
we're good.
constitution of a human. These are not words that are coming out of Luden's mouth, of course.
Sure.
I ain't seen no
Hey,
parentheses.
you didn't do any brackets.
You didn't do it.
You didn't do this.
It's too late. We heard that.
Oh.
He's looking over at the ocean.
Nah,
Are
I
you in
got
a crow's
past
nest
it.
right now, just passive
Yeah.
aggressively whispering into the wind?
Just looking over,
Crow's
just judging everybody down there.
I know I hit head, but I feel judgment coming from.
That is the eye of Rembles. It is always watching.
Some of the crew member run over to the edge of the ship to look over to see what's in that center of this hurricane. And Luden, you of course see it. You see this gargantuan 15-mile wide whirlpool. And at the center of the whirlpool, you see this tall black tower, and it's hard to make out the distance from here, but there seems to be red and orange light emitting from it, slowly pulsing as if the tower were alive.
Alright. So Luden will definitely relay that information. And be like, there's a giant tower! And it looks scary. I assume that's where we're going?
That's at the center of the hurricane, and that's where we're going. She kicks it in full drive.
Yeah, he figured he'll just tug on his rope a little bit more and make sure that it's still secure. I have no idea what's going on.
The ship continues its descent down toward the tower, circling it in sync with the swirling whirlpool. As the ship closes in, Luden, Finn, and Preardia, you are the first to notice it. Droplets of water begin to hit your cheek, then the back of your hand as you move. You almost mistake it for rain, but then you look over and see the water droplets are moving vertically upward from the water pool down below.
Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing right now?
It's raining, but not raining. It's raining
Nope.
upside down.
Yeah, that's a good way to... Yeah. Is this supposed to be happening? And he's talking to
don't
Addie
know.
at this point.
Grom is on the deck of the ship now, and he's like, well, this is fascinating.
It's like,
Are you
Rob doesn't
seeing
know.
this?
Oh no. Okay, that answers my question.
Everybody can swim, right?
Ermir, pull it.
Oh yeah, I remember can't swim. That's right.
The ship closes in, and you can all see the tower now. Dark like obsidian, the stones worn from the water. You see a patchwork of what looked to be large organic stained glass shards, blown out in some sections and color faded. Replaced with an entanglement of what looks like pulsating black root-like veins that wrap around the tower into the swirling whirlpool down below. The light you saw came from the veins themselves. As energy pulses through them, they expand and bulge, this orange energy radiating out from them. Contracting once more, and the light extinguishes. Black shingles form to a cone-shaped point at the top, and the black veins wrap themselves up and around the tower as a whole. They weave together thicker on the third floor, forming a balcony. A Gothic archway with a single door, worn and warped, serves as your gateway. In front of the tower, right before and leading up to the door, is a large patchwork of worn stone tilework. The tiles depict a variety of different things. Leaves like that of an herb, a feline arching its back as if about to pounce, a dragon rearing back to roar, a wolf howling up into the sky, a humor a human with a dagger drawn and a mouse sniffing at the air. The tile work is about 45 feet by 60 feet, and the ship moves in slowly. Steady, you all hear Addie call out. There, that ledge, we can dock there. Careful of those pulsating vines, or whatever they are. And you see the ship maneuver slowly over to a large set of boulders jutting out like a cliff about 30 feet below the tower, right before the tile work. The boulders are flat at the top and worn down and smoothed over from the ocean. At least where the ocean would be if there wasn't a massive whirlpool pulling back the sea level. Take a moment to let you all react to that.
Are you sure we don't want to bring Cassius in with us?
Sure.
Is it alive? Why is it moving like that?
Oh, don't. Are you touching it, Vinalai? What are you
I started to reach out for it.
For the vein? Well, you can't reach the veins at the moment. You're on the ship still.
Can I make... Is there a chance at any kind of arcana check about the weird plant veins?
What do you want to know? And I'll let you know what check you can make, or if you can.
What are those?
What are those? You have no idea.
Can we get a what are those check real quick?
Yeah, I mean, does it feel like a purely like, oh, somebody made this magically, or does it appear to be a living creature, plant of some kind?
I mean, it's glowing.
I could make a nature check.
It's glowing.
No checks allowed. We don't know.
It's so I hesitate because it's so hard to know what it is. I mean, it could be any of those things, but you're not at the source to know what it is. Does that make sense? Like
it's really pretty.
You would have to be at the source to really get a firm grasp on what it is. I can tell you it's magical.
Okay.
I can definitely tell you it's magical.
Yo, if this thing was not magical and was doing some nature stuff, I have no, like, at the end of the day, Ludin's going full nature then, because that's some strange power that the ocean has.
Do you think it feels hot?
I don't think we should touch it until
Finn really wants to touch it.
I do, it's glowy, but okay.
Just touch it.
Your eyes.
I will go with you to touch it.
Suddenly, Ludin remembers what party he's in and what happens when this group goes to.
Theus, go ahead.
Why don't we all touch it on the way out, maybe? Not on the way in, but if we make it out and we still want to touch it, then we do it then. Just in case, like, if it's startled, then it will, like, scrunch up and destroy the tower or something like that. Like, it gets tenses up.
That makes sense.
Not touch it.
Are we docked?
We don't have to touch it.
So, Theus walks out. They actually go into like the cabin deck, comes back out. They are currently back in the form you had originally seen, Ermir and Ludin. Gruff young sailor. They are carrying a rolled up ladder, walking up to you, Esperise. Suppose you could fly everyone up? Or fly up and tether this ladder for everyone else?
I think probably the second one is a little bit more doable for me. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, you take the ladder?
Yeah, I will do that. I'm like, is the thing we're tethering it to, is it also made out of the vines, or was it
It's a
made
rock.
out of those
You're basically
stones?
tethering
Okay.
it up to a boulder that leads you up to that front kind of tiled area.
Okay, I will do that then, and then look over to the side to let everyone know that it's done and they can head up.
As you fly up about 30 feet to that tall boulder, the rest of you, you all see Cassius, and he's intensely... Oh, sorry, yes?
Oh, no, I'm just having my bow and arrow. Making
Aimed
sure
at
that
I thought you were like...
No, nothing. So nothing jumps out and like tries to kill Esperise while she has a ladder in her hands.
Yeah.
Shoot it in the
Esperise
face.
and Ludin have an extended eyebrow conversation as she sees him pulling the arrow. Like, what is this for? This is all
I got you.
You all see Cassius, and he's intensely focused on these black veins kind of pouring out from the tower and down into the depths of the water, down past the base of the tower, and below the ship where the whirlpool originates. And he looks concerned.
Is there something wrong, Cassius?
These dark veins. He kind of points down below where they pass into the water, and you look, and where the veins touch the water, you see a kind of black ink-like substance that moves and swirls out into the water, and he grips the handle of his sword tighter. Whatever lives in this tower, the darkness infects, perhaps, or affects the very oceans itself. I should stay with the ship. These veins might become more mobile once our presence is known, if not already. And who knows how this darkness has infected the creatures of the depths.
It's one of them, isn't it?
He looks at you as you say this, and he stays quiet as...
Do you really think so, Uramir?
I do. The infected, those veins. I have that same pit in my stomach that I had back at the Cambrian. I hope I'm wrong, but I doubt I am.
I climb up to Hesperus.
All right.
Yeah, Ludin gets real serious, and then he'll follow behind Samson, not really saying anything. Bow out and ready to go. And it's the Archbane this time. He has taken that little coil back off of his other bow that his father gave him and put it on the Archbane.
You all begin climbing up the step ladder, up the boulder, and as you all walk out, you see this massive set of tiles out before you.
Oh, before I go, I whistle, and Umber comes flying out, because he can do that.
He comes flying out, whirring and buzzing as he does so.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's got a bit of an upgrade now. He's not made of trash anymore. He's got like a whole. He actually looks like a bat. Yeah. Well, he looks more like a half bat, half dragon creature. Like his exoskeleton is actually made of like copper, bronze, and brass like tubing, and his joints are like little gears, and his wings aren't a sweater anymore. They're like thin little sheets of metal that all like come together and attach at the joints, and they kind of bend and contour as he flaps his wings. So, like he can like spread them up and spread them down. And yeah, he just comes and flies up and lands on the rock next to everyone else and kind of folds his wings in, so he actually looks like a little bat now. He's got a little face. He still has the two big yellow eyes that like flash and everything, but he looks a lot more streamlined now.
Yes.
Nice. You all see this as Umber, in his new evolved form, comes flying out, buzzing and whirring as he does so.
As Ludin is brandishing the Archblade, I'm going to. That's what I'm calling it. I don't know if that's right. I'm gonna, because no one else is up here yet. It's just Esperis and Ludin, and as he's brandishing it, I'm gonna say, "We would take some advice from an old man."
Yeah, what's up?
When we get in here, I wouldn't shoot anything you're not 100% sure you can't kill.
I wouldn't shoot anything in that case.
And I just keep moving.
It's actually solid advice.
Whatever this thing is, we're about to kill it, so let's go.
Ludin, if this is what I think it is, be on your guard.
Oh my god, what the hell is this thing?
Sorry, what are we thinking it is?
Well, I mean, it's not good to assume, but possibly one of the 7.
Oh, right now? Oh, okay. Okay. And we don't know. We don't know if it's one of the 7. But you think it?
We don't know, but
The way these veins are infecting the area and how they reach out, everything Cassius was saying, the mother had the exact same effect on the city.
Arya takes some of the dirt that she gathered from the last time we encountered this and like compares it to the sand or whatever is underneath them. And
The
she gives
the
Sorry, go ahead.
sand.
or like whatever the ground at the bottom where the veins and stuff are.
Did you take an earth sample before?
Yes.
You did.
Yeah.
That's clutch.
Make a nature check for me. Yeah.
That's clutch.
That's pretty clutch.
Pocket.
Yaria, stay with the pocket dirt, bro.
23.
It's subtle, but there are some kind of flecks in there that you see that look similar.
Dirt in your pocket?
Important though.
Like, yeah, don't you?
She's gonna give a look to the others who had already have seen this before and kind of give a grave nod, like she too is thinking that's what this is.
There are similarities that you see in it.
Urmir gets very stiff and like very serious.
So these tiles turns to the. Are they on the wall?
They're on the floor. And
They're on the floor.
but so this is as you all approach, you see this massive set of worn tiles out in front of the door, like that look like this. But with that is where we're gonna take our break. As you walk out, you walk up the step ladder, and you just see this massive assortment of tiles. All right, with our break, just a reminder to all you cool cats and kittens. I don't know why. I don't know why I went in that direction. I'm sorry. That's been dead for a while now. As I was saying, I was like, oh no, why, Lauren? Why? We have our giveaway. Just a reminder: our Zebrawood 9 Realms Gaming Dice Vaults. Make sure to enter because we're going to announce our winner when we come back from our break. You got to make sure to follow and then use that command loot to enter. So we're going to go to break, and when we return, we'll announce the winner. And when we return from break, we're going to figure out what these tiles are all about.
And also, this is one of the 7, but mostly the tiles.
But mostly the tiles, yes. No. All right. We'll see y'all in a little bit. And we are back. First off, thank you so much, McBluff, for all the gifted subs. Thank you. We love you. Thank you so much.
Bluff is
Bluff.
and then they go to the other
Love for Mac.
All right, so now we're going to pick the winner of our 9 Realms Giving giveaway. Boop, 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 boop. All right, I'm going to close entries. I'm going to pick our winner. Danielle! Danielle!
Yay!
You deserve it
won!
for sticking up for looting.
Danielle won!
You won! Ayo, ayo, you won. Very
That'd be a lesson to all of you.
It's
Looting
got
is
a
correct.
nice weight to it too. So I'm gonna send you, or I'll send you a message after the stream. If I haven't already got your address, I might already have it. I'm pretty sure I do. But I will double check to make sure. And we'll send that beautiful zebrawood dice vault to you. Thank you so much for entering. All right, jumping back into tonight's session. You see what you see before you on the screen here.
Is it just us 4 or 6? Excuse me.
I mean, eventually you guys are all gonna get up here. So I put you all
I
up there.
was just saying in terms of the other people on the boat, because we could let them figure it out and die.
They all say Godspeed, salute, and turn around and start the ship leaves.
You want them
We'll
to
be back
figure
in
it out
3
for
days.
you, Christian?
No.
That is a good point, though. Is Addie with us? Theus and Addie?
No, they're on the ship down below. You guys are on a top level.
Yeah, we're gonna figure this out, I guess, by ourselves. I assume each square is 5 feet.
Yes.
1, 2, 3,
No.
4, 5.
I like this guy's hat. Looks
6.
nice.
Okay, so I can see all the way up into the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th row, if I cast Detect Magic, we can at least see what each one of these things might do to us. Is that a good plan, or what we?
I mean, you use Detect Magic?
No,
Are you casting it
I'm
as a
talking
ritual,
to.
or-
No, I'm talking to everyone in the party. Like, as in, this is in character. Is that something that you want Luden? Is that something you guys want me to do?
That might. But will that take up a lot of your resources, or do you want to take? Can you
I can cast it as a
cast
ritual.
it as a ritual over the course of 10 minutes?
We did just
Yeah, I
get
can
a
do that.
raid, guys. Sorry.
Welcome.
What's up, guys? How are you?
What's up?
Hit
We're
that follow button.
So
puzzles.
many raiders.
Puzzles. There's a puzzle happening right
Okay.
now.
Yeah, we're doing
So
puzzle
watch us
stuff.
die.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it as a ritual. So I'll cast Detect Magic as a ritual. You guys would see, so like we did last time with his Detect Magic when he was finding our boy. No, he was using Locate Objects, but he's gonna do kind of the same thing. Go off in a little corner, and sit down, cross his legs, close his eyes, and he's just gonna imagine, like sending his presence out to get to where he needs to be with our good Detect Magic. So he'll sit down and eyes closed, casting it ritually.
All right. You open your eyes. The entire board of tiles is glowing, as well as the door and the entire tower. It's like a friggin' bonfire of magic.
Okay, yeah. So Luna will go, it's magical. Just so you know.
All of it.
The board itself, or I guess I keep calling it like it's a board, like a game board. The tiles themselves, evocation. You get hues of evocation for sure.
Are they all the same hue? Or does each
I mean,
one look
evocation
like
evocation is its own hue.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, so
Yeah, it's not like it would tell you like if it was like an element, what element would be. No, it just tells you that it's evocation magic.
he'll just look up and go, well, that was a waste of time. It's magical.
Can you
Evocation magic, if any of you guys
do you
know
think
that.
do you think I identify with that?
Can you evocation magic, if any of you guys
Do you
know
think
that.
do you think I identify with
Can
that?
you cast that ritually?
Yes.
Is it so? We see what we see, right? We can't see anything else.
I mean, other than the tower, this is what you see.
Yeah, I can ritual cast identify. I'm gonna walk up and attempt to do that.
You'd only be able to do it on like one of the tiles, I
I
think.
mean, that's something, right?
Yeah, I think that's actually a very good idea, so we can have an idea of what we're even dealing with.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
just decoration.
Yeah,
I would
I'm
say
gonna-
that the. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a step out onto it.
I'm gonna take 30 steps away.
Yeah,
from
I step
Samson.
away from
We're
him.
like
I'm
all
gonna-
the way running.
Flying off the side
Running
of the
away.
mountain.
I'm gonna step on this.
Wait,
leaf,
can I cast identify first at least?
while you're doing that.
It does. I think it takes.
He goes,
Takes 10
no.
minutes.
I step on this leaf.
Does it take 10? I believe it takes 10 minutes to cast that, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
Yeah, so he's just gonna
It's
go
a
for
re-
it.
No, it says 1 minute. Casting time 1 minute.
It takes
For
1
ritual,
minute to
it's-
cast it as an action. A ritual adds 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So it would take 11 minutes total.
Yeah.
Okay, then 11 minutes.
So, Samson, you walk out on the first tile. Nothing happens. It sinks down. Nothing happens.
Nope.
See, it is
Nope.
just decoration.
All right, Finn, you go stand next to him.
Okay.
No issues. I take another step onto the mouse.
Well, if Samson wants to gamble his life away,
Nothing happens.
Looks like he's going the right way.
Yeah, is there a logic, Samson, to the way that you are walking? Or
No, I'm just walking.
Were you on the leaf?
Should I stop? Yeah. No, I'm just walking. Should I stop walking?
Keep going. I mean, obviously it's working. We're not gonna figure out what's wrong with this stuff until we figure out what happens when you screw up.
I step on the cat.
Yeah, I am thinking you're doing.
I step on the cat.
I'll step on a cat too.
You can't move diagonally. Sorry, Finn.
Oh, okay.
I should have mentioned that. You can't move diagonally.
Okay. I guess I'll just step on the rat behind
You
him.
can go from rat and then to the cat.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Oh, yeah, you did. I'm sorry. I thought you moved diagonally. I apologize. Okay. Both of you.
Look, guys, we're doing it.
You're doing it. Keep going.
Everything's fine. You can step on any of these. No issues.
Go to the wolf. Go to the wolf next.
Nah, I'm gonna keep going straight. I step on the person.
I don't like this scary guy with the knife. I think I'm gonna avoid it.
I step on the scary guy with the knife.
All right. Let's see. As you step on the scary guy with the knife, Daniel.
Samson.
I'm sorry, it's Samson.
Samson is momentarily seized by Daniel, who commands him to step onto the man.
You're standing there, and your hairs begin to stand up on your head, on your arms, and then all of a sudden, just from the sky, I need everyone within 30 feet of Samson to make a dex save.
I'm off the side of the balcony. I'm off the side of the balcony. It was steamy.
You move yourself. You get your little butt back over here, Louis. Get your no. Get your butt back. Scoot your boot, Esperise.
Oh, thank
I
God.
said I was off the side of the balcony.
How big is each
My
space?
guy.
How big is each space?
5 feet.
Look at it.
Huh?
I'm showing you
5
right
feet.
now, Brandon.
5.
Do you not
You
see
share it's
the
5 feet?
the
I think-
measurement?
I feel like Esprit. I know Esprit, Luden, and Praeria
That's
were not close.
29.11. I feel like I'm safe.
Okay, what is this saving throw? What is this saving throw?
Ermir would have had to be close because he was casting Identify.
Okay.
No, I specifically said I was not casting Identify when you walked out there.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
What is this saving throw, God?
Yeah, what kind of saving throw are we making?
It's a dex
None
save.
of us are making because we were all very careful.
I rolled a 9.
I rolled what I usually roll.
Fail. What did you roll, Luden? 21?
21.
Success.
21.
And the lightning heals me for 88 healing.
Praeria, that is a save.
Oh, thank God.
Oh!
Ermir, that is definitely not a save. As lightning strikes from the heavens down onto Samson, and it chains out, crackling through Finn and Praeria. Nope, sorry. Finn and Ermir.
I got a 21.
Actually, it does. It still hits those that succeeded. You just take half.
What's
Okay.
that damage like?
Let me roll that for you.
All right, I'm gonna use my reaction to cast Absorb Elements.
Yeah, go ahead and have some electric damage.
Yeah, I am actually.
Oh.
That is 14 lightning damage.
That's
All right,
not
so
nearly as
7.
bad.
if we
That's
pass.
not too bad. That's not too bad.
It is. It's a lot of that.
Okay,
Every
so-
time we step.
Ludin's gonna step back and be like, okay,
I step
so
back.
maybe
Yes,
let's
no.
go
I
to
think
the smallest things in order. Question mark?
Yes,
Or the
I'm
things that
thinking
eat
it's kind of
something?
like a food chain. If you go plant, mouse, cat, dog.
You can't go around, Christian.
I made it!
Christian, I will pause this game on you. I will pause this game
And
on
then
you.
I'm thinking, to continue the path, yeah, it goes, I think, plant, mouse, cat, dog, man, and then dragon. And then, of course, even dragons are eventually devoured by time and nature, and they become a part of the plant. And then the path begins again as you continue across the board, maybe.
Wait,
If
so
you guys
can
wanted
you,
to do that.
can you go
Yes.
slower? I don't understand.
Okay. So, Esperise, why don't you lead them from above, since you don't even have to step on any of this?
Well, if I am above them, the lightning came from above.
Why don't you stay a little bit further away then, Esperise?
Speaking of further away, I stepped like 60 feet back.
Yeah, Luden's
So
back.
Okay,
I'm
well, you-
just shocked
oh,
anymore.
Can you just tell us where to
The
walk?
cliff is not that long, okay?
I'm
I'm
way-
flying off the side of the cliff.
Okay, you're saying so that we need to follow in order
what
the
eats what.
predator like pyramid here.
Yeah, go for
Yes,
it.
I think
Only
so.
one of you though.
Okay, so
But I'm
gonna
standing on a. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so I'm standing on a cat, so I'm gonna step on this dog.
Yes.
Well,
But I'm standing on a cat.
Finn is stranded.
I don't have any.
you go back the
think-
other way.
I think it works back and forth as well.
I hope
Samson, as
so.
you step on that next tile,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna quickly follow him.
Okay.
Okay, now
Well-
you go to the drag. Wait, is it the dragon?
No.
But
No, it's the man. Step
I think it's the
down.
person.
he just saw this backseat driving like, no, it's the man! Like Finn's got his toe out like he's about to step on the dragon.
but men hunt dragons all the time, don't they?
Finn, I swear I will shoot you myself if you try.
Step on the man,
Luden,
Samson.
Luden,
Step on the
Luden.
scary
I-
man.
Finn, and I
I-
think of it, it is a story, right? There is a scene. You begin, there is a beautiful plant, 2 of the morning, there comes a little mouse nibbling, and then the mouse is being chased by a cat, the cat
Oh,
is
no.
being chased by a dog, the dog is being chased by their owner, and then from the sky comes the dragon and eats all of them.
It's like the old lady who
He
swallowed a
is.
fly.
The circle-
There wasn't a one.
The straight line of life.
Straight line of life.
She'll die.
Hey, this is a mystical world. There was an old ogre who swallowed a fly.
But then
Okay.
eventually, according to the teachings of Remblace, we all will fall to death and the machinations of the earth, and we will become like the plants again. So,
The circle
But
of
didn't
life.
we
So-
start with the plant?
Yes.
yes, but you begin and you return to.
Oh, right. That makes
So,
sense. Okay.
I think so. To prove this point, I think I can go man, dragon, plant.
Yes, and then mouse.
Hold on.
Cat,
I do
dog.
those. I do those things.
As you move,
All right, so go to the right one, and then you can go.
Okay.
up.
Hey, yeah, go to the
Wait,
mouse. Go
wait,
to the
hey,
mouse.
hey! We
Okay,
figured this.
fine.
We figured this all out. Y'all should follow us.
No, I think. No, you're
We're
doing so
good.
well.
Yeah.
Okay. Mouse.
Let's just make sure.
Cat.
Cat, dog,
Dog, and then the
man,
owner.
dragon.
The owner.
Yeah, and then the dragon.
Dragon.
Go up to leave.
Plant.
And then death.
Mouse.
Death.
And then go. There you
Cat.
go.
Dog.
Dog. Man.
Hold on.
This is
Yeah.
fun.
Man,
to the left.
Dragon
Oh.
leaf.
Dragon.
Up.
Leaf.
Mouse.
Mouse.
And your
Yeah, they made it.
I opened the door.
All right.
the entire
So we
way.
follow that.
Very, very good. We can just.
I
You only got stripped by lightning.
vigorously high five Finn.
Oh, we did it.
We will say that you follow the path that they took.
Whereas
Yo.
Bruce is like, yeah, you did it.
You
This
guys
is a
did
giant
so
area
well.
over here.
Wow.
Could've
If
just
you travel through
Urban
the darkness, you could
Yeah, you can get here immediately.
Esperise flies over the top.
You all complete this puzzle, and you see just kind of like a kind of like an aura just kind of like fade around the front door.
Thank you,
How-
Lawful Stupid.
Thank you
Hi,
so much,
buddy.
Lawful Stupid. We love y'all.
Shout out.
Yes.
How it didn't take us more than 10 minutes to solve that, right? Do we still have detect magic up on our boy? Or do you think it
I
took us
wouldn't
10
have
minutes
dropped it.
backseat driving?
Yeah, we'll say you still have it up. I mean, the entire tower is basically like a flaming magical auras.
So
It's like it's blinding. It's blinding.
So I just want a tiny color. What color are we looking at here? Same evocations
I mean, they're on the tower,
on the door.
on the door. Well,
Yeah.
the door doesn't have any magic on it anymore.
Oh,
There's no
the
magic on the
door's
door.
good.
I opened
No
the
magic
door.
on the door. Step back.
So, as you press forward, attempting to open the door, it doesn't open. Perhaps the hinges are a little rusty. You lean your weight into it a little bit, and you can hear the strain of the wood creaking behind the door. And there's a slight pop, and the door does move about maybe like a quarter, maybe half an inch, and then stop once more. Ludin, you hear a subtle ting, 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 ting,
Yep.
ting of metal clattering across the floor from inside. Sounds like a nail coming loose.
Oh, cool.
I had a thought just now that just
Looted
because something
will-
is not magical does not mean that it is not trapped. So I'll be back here.
Yeah.
Gonna just
Looted,
move back.
Don't we have a
Looted will explain that to the party, what he heard. He'll be like,
Are-
hey, there was definitely something that fell. It sounded like a nail, but it also could have been something that is springing said whatever. I would take a couple of steps back, maybe try a mage hand or something that could, I don't know, not be us.
I just opened the door.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we about to walk into a
If you would
I
like
just
to
opened the
attempt
door
to
this
open the
way.
door, I'm gonna need an athletics check. You can have. You may have help if someone would like to help, Samson.
I can help. Guidance. Can I do guidance?
Guidance.
You can also actually help him and give him advantage on the roll as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
advantage
yeah,
would be
okay.
great.
Yeah.
I will help. Do you
Like
need
if
me
you
to hold?
if you like try to
your
like
foot?
slam into the door to open it as well.
Oh, okay.
Samson's killing it.
I rolled an 8.
We can
8.
do it, Samson. You need to be
keep pulling.
stronger.
Is there
I
a
keep
plus?
pulling.
Is there a plus to that?
+3.
Oh, honey.
Wait, it's athletics? Athletics? Yeah, +3.
And you get an 8.
How do I have a +3 to athletics?
Samson, you're supposed to use your muscle.
Looted.
You know what,
doesn't
Finn?
say
How
it. He
about
doesn't
you
say it.
try, okay?
Looted doesn't say it, but he does
okay.
think it. Looks like you also don't have the strength of a human either.
Well, I just look at Finn, I'm like, my arms are built for length and not pulling, okay? Why don't you give it a try?
You both kind of like boom into the door, and you hear a couple more ting ting ting. The door just does kind of like open just a slightly more, but it's still shut. You can actually now that you can actually see the slats of wood. It looks like it was barred from the other side, but the restraints have been worn with time. But with enough force, the door could be coerced open. But you apparently can't open. Like you
I pull out my dagger.
You get a
and say-
splinter.
I pull out my dagger and I say, Finn, give it a shot. And I put my dagger in
Okay.
and I assist by kind of like giving it leverage with the dagger.
This time, try and actually put some,
Well, why don't you pull it then? And I just try to
This is
help.
athletics. You said athletics.
Yes, this is athletics, Finalai.
Okay. It is a 21.
Yes.
Yep.
With that, what does this look like as you succeed opening the door? Does Finn just kind of like he comes like stumbling through, or like what does this look like?
He's just like, Samson, you need to put your muscle in it this time. Here, watch. I'll show you. And he goes up and he's just like,
It's like
that.
It's like when you give somebody a jar to open and they're like, I loosened it up for you.
No, there's no way Samson would belittle that. He just pats Finn on the shoulder.
Oh, okay.
It's like, well done, well done.
Thanks.
Y'all lead the way.
Okay.
All right.
We've been doing
Yeah.
good so far as the leaders, right, Samson?
Yeah, you have. Keep doing it.
Whole time.
Oh dear.
Except for when I got struck by lightning.
All right.
Nobody's perfect, I suppose.
Hear you, Uramir.
Prayaria, we need
Shade.
you. Prayaria, we need you. Come on.
Okay, she comes up.
All right.
Can you see Finn?
The door groans against its restraints and the wood tears from the wall, splintering wood littering onto the ground. Some of the wood remains attached to the doorway, fraying out like jagged teeth of a gaping maw. The room, once dark, is pierced by the light, filtering in from the now opened front door, flooding the space with illumination. You all see a dusty set of lounge chairs with beautifully carved furniture and plush cushions. A large, intricately woven rug fills nearly the entirety of this large room. A large fireplace hearth to the left, the ashes cold and lifeless. A slender, elvencraft china tea set rests next to a large armchair near the fire. You're immediately drawn in as you see this massive mural, completely enveloping every inch of the wall space of this room. The room is dark, but you can see glowing pigment highlighting aspects of the work. Stars in the sky with various constellations. You could light torches, or you can move in further and light the lanterns in the fireplace in the room if you wish.
Let's light the lanterns. What do you think?
Yeah.
Are they magic?
I took the thing where I can see as per it was daylight in complete darkness, so I don't even know it's dark.
Uramir will go light a couple of lanterns.
Great for you,
I
Samson.
mean, it's dark in the, it's dark in the room, but the light that's coming in from the doorway is kind of illuminating a little bit, but it's still dark.
Yeah, I took
Do we-
Devil's Sight. That's what it is.
Do we still
my
have
side?
Luden's magic oi vision? Like, do we
At
know
this
if there's anything
point,
magical in the room?
at this point, probably not, as it took a couple tries to get the door open.
I mean, I could always
Called
ritually
out, but
walk
okay.
in If you guys don't want to. If you guys want to go.
All right.
What y'all want?
I think we should.
Arya is
So-
touching stuff.
Yep,
Oh,
Luden's
okay.
staying away from
Yeah,
Prayaria.
let's light it. Let's light it up. Let's light it up. There's not anything
Prayaria is
in
definitely gonna go touch things.
there's nothing mean in this room. It would have got us already.
This place looks so cozy.
It does.
Is there any while they're lighting stuff? Because I do have.
Does
dark
everyone
vision, so
else-
I can do stuff.
Wait, what? Sorry, I didn't hear
Well,
you.
while they're lighting stuff up, can I like? It's like super dusty, right? There hasn't been anyone in here for a long time. Is there any evidence of people being in here? Like age of dust.
Well,
How
well,
gross is it?
that was gonna be my question. So when that was my question. When Samson and Finalai opened the door and came into the room, did everyone else follow in, or did you guys kind of wait for a second?
Oh, yeah, Luden's definitely waiting. He was like 40, 50 feet back from the door when they opened it, so it would have taken a second to get up there.
Good to
Same.
know. And so Esperise, would you have done the same thing?
It took me a second. I would have followed in immediately, but I was also way back there, so it would have taken me a second to get to the front.
Good to know. Thank you. Alrighty then.
Comforting.
She sounded way too happy.
She
about
said
that.
you can enter on the second round of initiative.
Would have been nice to have that passive perception from you, Luden.
Well, I'm definitely in the room.
Hey, I have a passive perception. I have a
can I
passive
say?
perception of 11. Does that do anything?
No.
I have
19,
plus
buddy.
11 to
19.
persuasion.
Prayer-
Does that help?
Prayaria, Prayaria, you came in right after them?
Yes.
Okay.
I can also see normally in like just for 120 feet, as if it was daylight in here.
Do you have dark vision, Prayaria?
Do I have dark vision? Let me
I think she does.
Yeah, I thought Finn was the only
Werewolves don't
person in
have
the party
dark
that doesn't have
vision.
it.
don't.
I don't.
But she's-
Did I take anything that could have?
Oh, well, it is what it is.
That's fine. So,
Oh no, I do have Devil's Sight.
you do?
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
people suck.
Nice.
I get it.
So to answer your question, Esperise, everything is covered in a layer of dust. It's pretty dusty in here. As you all kind of move around to light the lanterns and the rest of you kind of shuffle in after you wait for a second, When the room is illuminated with light, you definitely see the mural more clearly. You see a woman in dark clothes, hair tied up, alone, staring out at the heavens. She is clothed very heavily. Every inch of her is covered up to her chin. Her hair is tied back in a tight bun, eyes glowing in an orange hue, and she looks very sad. You look over and see another depiction, except now her hair is flowing and loose. A man stands before her under the stars, one hand on her cheek, holding her close. You see her elbows and arms now. Something branches out upon her skin, blackened veins. He cradles her head against his chest. Her ears are long, longer than an elf's ears. On her back you see wings, or what's left of them. Like dead, broken branches, they twist out from her back, but they are stripped and bare. And you can all see this individual, and I feel like you can all make assumptions that there are similar qualities of that of Esperise with her wings. I feel like that's something that you all would be able to kind of gather. The other scenes depict this woman with others. One overlooking the mountainside of Mount Vera, another a man made of stone protecting the others depicted upon these walls. Another still, an elven woman with a marigold flower in her hair. She sits wistfully dipping her toes in a brook as the woman in dark clothes reads to her. You see a desk nearby with papers scattered about it. There's a coffee table with a very nice dragon chess set on it in the middle of a game. In the corner, you see a potter's wheel. Another corner, a loom. There's a moderately sized chest sitting next to the desk. You also look over and see a stairwell leading up to the next level of the tower. Praeria. As you're just kind of looking around the room, you look back over and you notice the tea set that was sitting on the table next to the fireplace is gone. And you hear a little subtle clink clink nearby, behind the armchair next to the fireplace.
Okay, so are we all there by now, or are the other of us still walking up?
Everyone is there now.
Okay.
But you didn't notice a tea set when you came in.
That's fine. That's completely fine. Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Praeria definitely investigates.
Are you being stealthy?
Yes.
Make a stealth roll.
No one has ever answered that question. No, I'm not. I'm just walking over there.
Let's go chill. Okay, 16.
16? Okay.
Yes.
Looking, what are you doing?
All right. You slowly approach, looking around the side of the armchair over the top, and you see a sugar bowl with small arms at its side. It holds its finger up to his face as if to shush the kettle, the teacups, and the saucers around it, moving the lid on its head forward in a stern expression as if preparing for battle, and holding a spoon in its hand like a spear, ready to pounce and attack. What do you do?
I keep it and I raise it and I
was about to say, we chose the wrong person.
I have children now.
He has another pet, yeah.
That wants to predict, not murder it.
Okay, in character. She's gonna just slowly and quietly as she came, she's gonna back up. She's gonna back up back to the party and just kind of point over in that direction, the things out of life.
Ludin takes out his other short sword, clicks.
We are not hurting them yet.
As soon as you say that, Praeria, The sugar bowl rushes out forward at your feet and begins hitting your feet with the metal spoon it carries in its hands. The saucers roll around you with forks and begin poking you in your leather boots. The kettle retracts and then expands wide and begins whistling very loudly.
Fireball.
Little warrior.
It doesn't hurt
Correct
you.
answer.
I mean, it doesn't hurt you or anything. But they
Little tiny warriors.
Ludin is looking around to see like what the threat is, and he's like, "Where are they, Peoria?"
Just points down at her feet.
He's like, "No, seriously, no time to kid around. Let's."
I tell you, look, the things are alive.
Romeo reached down and like stick his hand out.
As you do so, the sugar bowl lifts its lid and using the spoon digs out a brown sugar cube and attempts to launch it at you.
It knows catapult.
That is 17.
To hit?
It has
Yeah.
a +2.
Holy crap.
I mean, it's,
Yeah, I think,
you're really
yeah,
big.
I think that actually hits me.
It doesn't do a lot of damage.
It does damage?
It does damage at all?
It flings up and hits you like right in the eye, and you take 1 bludgeoning damage from the sugar cube.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, let's.
Like a Spartan,
As-
it begins hitting its tummy like it's a shield.
Is there like one of those like cake things that like you put on
Cloche?
top of a cloche? Is there a cloche around?
You can search like the nearby desk and stuff if you'd like to try and find something.
Yeah, can I look for a cloche?
Yeah,
or
make an
something
investigation check.
Okay,
Ludo
cool.
will just take his blanket out and just like put it over.
Do you have a blanket?
Yeah, it comes with our regular kits.
That's a
doesn't it?
12. It's a 12.
A 12.
Yeah.
Ludin brought his sleeping bags.
Well, when we all have the long rest, you all are sleeping on the floor.
Yeah.
Got his full kit.
I get. Well, Ludin takes out his blanket his blanket, and he just kind of puts it over them, and they're all just trying to like move, but they when you put a blanket over a dog, and the dog's trying to figure out how to get out. Samson, as you kind of investigate the area,
I stopped looking for the cloche when Ludin throws out his blanket.
Just be like, so do we step on them?
Night. Prairie reaches under and like tries to pick one of them up.
which one do you try to pick up? Because you can
what are
kind of
my
see
options?
based on height. There's the saucer, the kettle, and the sugar bowl.
Get the smallest one.
Which one is motioning to the other ones?
The sugar bowl is leading the revolt.
Okay.
the assault. the sugar
She's going
the
for
sugar
that
bowl.
one. She's gonna like try and like grab it from the top so that like her hand holds the top of it closed.
You reach under and grab it, and immediately it starts trying to like hit you with the spoon on its head, and like it's just kind of like wiggling and moving, and then it just points the spoon at you.
I cast Friends on the teapot.
It's
on the sugar bowl to aid Peoria.
okay.
Let Mountain talk to you.
Oh, I do have Mountain. I didn't leave him with Caspian.
Mountain is just kind of pops out of your pocket and like waves at the sugar bowl, and then the sugar bowl is just like points at Mountain next with the spoon.
No, none of that.
Guys, what
Are
are
you
you doing?
protecting this place?
As you say that, the sugar bowl just salutes.
Oh. They protect the place. It's theirs.
Okay.
Okay, but shouldn't we be looking around the room?
We are not here to do bad thing. We just look around, okay?
Praeria, may I speak to the sugar bowl?
She holds it out.
Thank you. I'm gonna kind of lift
Hold
it.
lid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, immediately it tries to grab the lid and then it stops and then it just kind of like puts its hands on its hips with the spoon.
He's feisty.
The lady in the mural there, with the hair and everything, did she enchant you like this?
The sugar bowl, kind of like moves in the direction that you're pointing and then looks at you and just goes,
Hey.
Okay. All right, that's very nice. Okay, do you want the back area? That was all that I had.
Yes.
I'm gonna go look at. It seems I'm getting the sense that this doesn't look like dungeon protective area. This looks like somebody lives here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go look at the desk.
Okay, yeah, there's the chest and there's the desk for an investigation.
I'm gonna go look at the desk.
As you walk over to the desk, and you just kind of like sift through some of the letters on the nearby desk, you see a variety of letters. Make an investigation check for me.
Great, I'm awesome at those.
There's a lot of stacks of letters in the desk and around the desk.
Yay! Good job.
24.
Oh yeah, nice. Okay, yeah, you're good. And you, what you gather, there are a variety of letters to and from Niveau Maximum, requests for books. A few delivered include that you can see receipts of many works of fiction, Masks of Glass, Eyes of Amethyst, and The Timekeeper's Spyglass, just to name a few. You see other receipts, orders for colored glass shards and magical components, receipts for clay and various craft components for weaving. You see a lot of receipts for scrolls of flying. Interestingly enough, for the scrolls of flying, that's a regular order. There are quite a few of those. There are also stacks of letters pinned to the wall, and all those are different. And I can share those with you as well if you would like to investigate those as well.
Without a doubt.
All right, I'm going to share that with you directly, and I will let you read that if you so choose.
On Facebook?
No, on Foundry. There you go. You should have it now.
Like in my profile?
Under
Like in your
handouts,
inventory.
journal entries. Do you see it?
Under journal entries?
I'm just gonna share it with all of you.
I found it. I found it.
It says letters on the wall.
I found it. Don't worry. Proceed.
Okay. And I will allow you to share that with everyone, if you'd like, when you finish reading through it.
Proceed.
All right, the rest of you guys, you see Samson just kind of going through these letters on the wall and on the table.
Lewin will take up the bedroll and just wrap it up like a little trash bag or just like a little bag. And he'll walk over.
You hear the clink, 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 and like there's a struggle inside. The sugar bowl in your hand, Prayaria, just kind of it just kind of like in anger, and you hear the clinking of like the lid just kind of like hitting against the side of its head as it gets angry, and then it points at you, Prayaria.
Okay. Be kind to his friends. Put them down.
He will give the bag to Prayaria.
I need both hands to hold Sugar Bowl.
He will give the bag to Finn.
Okay.
Yeah, and he will take multiple steps away and go look at this chest that's on the desk.
It's on the floor. It's fairly large.
Oh, a big chest. All right, the chest that's on the floor. Yeah, he's not about to open that up to let sugar cubes and forks come flying at him. So.
The chest, as you kind of approach it, the sugar bowl starts like flopping its arms wildly. It attempts to throw the spoon at you.
It doesn't like that.
Well, Ooh, that's a 19.
Are you kidding?
It rolled a 19! It rolled a
vicious little
19!
fucker.
Yeah,
I'm about to murder this thing.
I
That's
love him.
4. That's 4 bludgeoning damage.
That's max damage right there.
It rolled a 4 on a d4. The spoon comes right across the room, and as you hear Praeria say this, the spoon you open your mouth to speak. The spoon comes flying through and just right in your mouth. In your mouth.
Sorry, I didn't
Takes
think
the
it would do
spoon
that.
out and just like.
Do you think it'll be happier if I just put these things down and free them?
Well,
I will crush them. I will step on them if they try and come after.
Okay, we can keep them in the blanket.
Why don't you lay them? They can definitely understand common. Just lay them gently on the armchair and say we are not looking for an argument or any kind of conflict.
I
Let me
tell
look
him
at
that
this
he
chest
still throws
first.
spoon.
well,
Let me look
Well,
at the
but
chest
Ludin
first.
was
Hang on,
keeping them
Ludin.
all in a bag.
This is my fault.
The chest isn't locked. As you do open it, you find a small wooden box with filigreed clasps fastening it closed. You see a lute, painted, decorated with a very intricate mandala-like painted design that looks to have taken a very long time to complete and has been added to the instrument. It wasn't made like this. You also find 15 bottles of paint, paintbrushes, a calligraphy set, potter's tools, weaver's tools, 2 scrolls of flying, and 200 platinum, 50 gold pieces.
200.
Let me put it in my inventory.
Oh wait, hold on. 20.
Wait,
I'm sorry,
it's
20
somebody's
platinum. That's supposed to be 20
I
platinum.
was like, I'm great
200
now.
platinum.
Okay.
We're gonna retire.
Sorry,
Praeria turns around so that
So
the
you
sugar
said 20?
bowl
Wait,
cannot
20
see
platinum
this.
and how much?
20 platinum and 500 gold.
Okay.
Nothing is happening over
and
there.
I'll also take those flying scrolls as well. And he'll pull out that little, whatever that scroll, or not scroll, that little other little box was.
Okay.
And
Do
he'll
you-
be like, hey, do I...
Go ahead.
Open the box. Do you touch
okay.
it? Do you open the box? Do you
Oh,
open
no,
the
I-
box with
Do you
your
open the box?
hands?
With
I
your
do not
human
open
hands.
the box. No, I do not open the box. I pick the box up. Hopefully it's trapped on the bottom, but he'll be like, this seems interesting. But I know not to open things that seem very interesting, especially if they're already in a box.
As you begin pocketing these things, the sugar bowl is going crazy in your hand, Praeria.
Oh my god. We should not take things.
So are you saying you're not gonna open it, Ludin?
No, I was gonna
yeah.
say Praeria might want to check for traps first before we open it.
Oh.
I think we should check for owner first.
Well,
There's like a
I would
solid
like to.
inch of dust on everything, right, Lauren? I checked when we came in.
There's a lot of
no one
dust.
lives here.
Well,
Do you
I would-
want to share your find, Daniel?
As someone said something about the honor, I speak up, I say, Ray Mirith. That's who we're looking for. Their name
The
is
sugar
Ray
cube.
Mirith.
does the sugar bowl react to this name?
Yes.
How do you spell that?
Raemirth.
Thank you.
Apparently, they were quite bored.
They were
Any
just
more
bored.
information?
As Samson starts just flipping the letters, looking at him, just looks like much of their time was spent. They're very well connected, probably some sort of wizard. They've got letters here to Nouveau Maximum. But they're not ordering, research books, just pieces of fiction, smut, that sort of thing. And just
Finn knows about that.
just asking for things to pass the time. It looks like there's some talk about Sable, the city over there, and someone named Eric's. Is that ring a bell for anyone? ERYX?
I roll a history check on it.
It's a pretty
Well,
easy
history
one.
check on both.
Over in Sable, they were in close. Apparently, they were very close friends with them.
18.
Is anybody else making a history check?
I mean, I'm not proficient.
Okay.
I'm proficient.
I mean, you know who that is. Eric's is the Oracle of Sable.
I do know who that is, and they're close friends with the Oracle of Sable. I throw a letter down with a letter that was sent from to Ray Mirith from Eric's.
Do any of these have dates on them or some indication of?
No.
Do you think that Ray Mirith is this woman in the tapestry over here with the black hair?
The Sugar King does.
I mean, that's pretty vain, don't you think? To put a portrait of yourself in the living room? But maybe.
I don't know, I guess. I figure, well...
I mean, even I don't have a portrait of me in my living room. So why?
Because you don't have a living room.
How could you say that?
She clearly had several friends, from what I'm seeing here with the other murals, maybe party members? Like, this seems like the home base of an adventuring group to me.
That checks out. It does say that they've done a great many things for La Cambria.
Maybe it was a gift from, I don't know, whoever painted the flowers on the mandolin. Sorry, God, continue.
I was gonna let y'all finish.
Would be. I don't think we're somewhere that's... I think it looks like someone was here on purpose, you know? Like they lived here.
Do the letters explain why she looks so sad in this one?
I think there's a great many reasons someone could be sad, Finn.
Yeah, but do you see anything in the letters that explains it?
No.
The murals, there's the two murals with her in it, right? There's one where she's with the man and she has the black veins on her, and one where she's alone looking sad, right?
Mhm.
Which one is on the left and which one is on the right?
It looks like a progression.
Okay,
So
it looks like there was a man and now there is not a man anymore, or is it the other way around?
She was alone first, and then there was a man, and then there were other people in her life.
Okay. I went the opposite direction.
Opposite direction, exactly.
Praria asked the sugar bowl, did... She's gonna show the sugar bowl the mural, did the man take your mistress away?
The sugar bowl just looks at you. It doesn't seem to really convey anything, other than continuing to point at Ludin. And as you all are just kind of standing there, kind of talking, moving around, you hear a voice echo out from all around you. You do not belong here. Those are not yours. Go. Your curiosity endangers you. Endangers all. There is nothing for you here. If you seek riches, you shall find none. If you seek glory, you shall find none. Leave.
So somebody knows.
That's ominous.
I was just gonna say, so somebody knows we're here.
That's not necessarily. I mean, if she is some sort of or was some kind of spellcaster, there are things that you can set up where if a certain event is triggered, then you can leave a message.
Who are you?
Um,
Just reach back out to the voice. Is there any response?
I should like to ask you the same.
Well, that answers that question.
See us, Brace. Somebody's watching us.
Okay, that's worse. That's worse.
There's only one. Sorry, go ahead.
Do you know what's happening here? To the tower.
No answer.
Are you or were you Ramirez?
The sugar bowl just continues to point up.
There's only one door out of here, right?
There's only one
The
door
stairs
out.
up?
Well, there's only one
the
door.
stairs up, right?
There's the stairs up. Yeah.
Ludin will call. Look. I don't know who you are, and I'm sure you'd like to know who I am, but we're here to take care of some pretty nasty beasts. Or something. There's 6 left. There were 7. And if I don't know who you are, and my friends think that you're one of these, other things, I feel like it's even more important that we stay here. Can you offer us any information at all? And he'll go ahead and put the stuff back. It's not that important to him.
As you're kind of like moving back, the voice says, "And I find the same question towards you. Is this who you are? Trespasser? What should I call you? Thief? One who rifles through the belongings of others? One who demands answers in a home that is not their own?"
I meant no disrespect, but I also didn't know anyone was living here.
So you claim what is an assumption.
A regrettable one, I assume, but yes.
While all this is happening, I want to continue to look through the desk and see if I can find any information on why Ramirez is here. They have shown themselves to be in the middle of a hurricane, in an enchanted tower, surrounded by traps, in this isolated environment. Is there anything currently here that explains why?
Based on all those scrolls, they might have had a lot of visitors if they just had those stocked up for flying people to and from. They would just get to decide, maybe.
Make an intelligence check for me. Esprit.
Oh, I don't get to make one? Cool.
This is in regards to her comment that she just made.
I'm not that smart. 13.
I mean, I think that would do it. Esprit, you look at the mural. You look at the scrolls. What a terrible thing that would be. To be able to fly. And to have that taken from you.
Okay.
You gather Ray may have flown one day, and this wasn't just born upon her. In regards to your question, Samson, would be very difficult to gather why Ray is here. Outside of the mural, as you kind of look at the mural, you notice the black veins on her skin in the mural.
I look at everyone and I say, look, there's only one reason someone comes to a place like... There are only two reasons someone comes to a place like this. They're either hiding from something out there, or they're keeping something from the world at large.
Doors were barred.
From the inside.
So they're keeping something. They're hiding it.
They're keeping something here.
And it was kind of hard to get inside that puzzle.
There was
Well,
a
I don't
hurricane.
I don't think they're
outside.
keeping something here. I think they're hiding here.
Nothing quite says stay the fork out, like a barred
hurricane.
door, a trapped like foyer, and then a hurricane surrounding your tower,
Don't forget the whirlpool.
and the whirlpool at the bottom. Nothing quite says stay away like that, you know?
Ludin will call back out to whoever is speaking. Be like, look, obviously, we have disturbed your home. And that can be an understatement. As for what you can call me an adventurer, an avenger, anything you want, but at the end of the day, if you're one of these 7, I claim you being responsible for killing my brother. And I really don't... Yes, that's right. That's right. Like, he looks... Yeah, that's exactly right.
Esperise.
What we are meaning to say is that clearly something has gone very wrong here, and we will continue to investigate. It appears that based on your murals, you recognize that something was wrong, something was off, and we wish to investigate it with no particular blame placed towards you at all. We have no reason to come to that conclusion at this moment.
Back, like, if this is one of the 7,
We do not know
This isn't one of the 7.
And if
Then why don't we just leave?
If Ludin, Ludin, if this voice is one of the 7, is, aggravating it a good first step while we are in its house.
Yeah, we're gonna kill it anyway.
Positive reinforcement.
Esperise,
He will go.
make
Thank you,
a
Esperise.
persuasion check for me. However, I believe you only get to roll 1 die this time, if I'm not mistaken.
Would I have disadvantage on the check, so it's now straight?
Because she is a Fey touched. So if I'm not
Oh, is that a
mistaken.
thing? Fey touched versus Fey touched? She's not. She's
Well,
not
usually
dazzled by my good looks.
usually if there's a save, right? They roll with disadvantage. So I'm guessing this would probably be a straight roll.
Sure. I have a plus 11, so hopefully this works out for me. That's
Yeah.
a 29.
Jesus.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Okay.
I am going to, for that 29, because I am making the jump in my head that I am assuming that the lady in the mural and this voice might be the same person. I'm going to reach behind me and gently unfurl my own little wings out there and just have them open. We would like to know what happened here.
The voice calls out again. I do not know this 7. Whatever you're seeking, it is not here. You endanger yourselves. Leave.
Are you in danger?
No answer.
No answer?
No answer.
Are you sick?
No answer.
Let us help you.
No answer.
Fine. Well, we're not leaving.
I'm gonna start walking upstairs.
It seems strange to keep going, but I think we have to, right?
I agree.
We have a ship to have to get back onto. I really doubt the crew is going to just be like, well, you know, we found something that was there, but now we're gonna leave because we spent all. No, that's not.
Let's go find.
We heard
let's
a
go
voice
find out
in there
what's
that
going
said "get out," so we're gonna do that.
Yeah, we're gonna leave. Like,
Well, it just seems impolite, you know, the owner of this still leave.
It sounds to me like that whoever's talking to us has something to hide, and you don't go to these lengths unless it's important. And Ari's right. There's something up here. I'm gonna start walking towards the stairs.
guys,
I follow.
Does everyone else follow?
Yes.
No stealth happening because Esperis is going to straight up say, "We understand the danger and the risks, and we apologize for intruding upon your home, but we are concerned for
The world.
you and what may have happened to you and to what may happen to others if we do not continue to investigate. So our sincerest apologies, but we will be continuing."
are you the danger?
No answer.
We don't know who we're talking to. It doesn't really matter.
Oh.
Just keep the bow drawn, Ludin.
Maybe it's the
I
tower
woke up.
itself.
Think
He'll keep the bow drawn.
if it is one of the seven, I think it arrived here or appeared here or maybe it was brought here, and maybe whoever's tower this is sealed it off in order to contain it.
We can't know for certain until we look, right?
Yes.
You move
y'all
up.
won't be up front.
You move up to the second door.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You begin to move up the staircase to the second floor and notice a large, heavy wooden door blocking your path. The door is old. Go ahead.
Do we still have the little
Sugar thing.
Yeah. What are you doing with that
that's what-
gray area?
I put Ludin's blanket. I let them loose on the couch, and I guess I'm still carrying the blanket.
Yeah.
Did they follow?
They immediately like go over to the trunk that's open, all the stuff put inside, and like they're trying to like stack each other on top of each other, and they go to like close the lid.
Oh.
And then they help each other up and they straighten the letters on the desk and make it look exactly the way it was. It's not like they're straightening it up to look like a perfect little stack. They're trying to make it look like it was exactly the way where it was left.
I just want like one friend who's as loyal to me as these cups are. To Ramirez.
Oh. Ludin, I think this blanket is yours.
Yeah. Thank you.
The sugar to everybody that she's gonna go back down with the sugar bowl.
The sugar, and you put him on the floor or on the couch or whatever.
I just like gently like set him down on the desk. I was gonna say, I know what it's like to miss family. We're going to leave. We just have to do this one thing first, okay?
Make a persuasion check for me.
Can I aid by looking solemnly?
No, you
solemnly from the
cannot.
stairs?
No, you cannot.
Oh, that's
out
an
with one
8.
hand.
You've been really, you know what? I think 8 will work. You've been really, really, like, you've lowered your DC with these little guys for a while.
Yeah.
No one knows inanimate objects better than priority.
I will say, as you kind of set them down, or set it down, it stands and looks up at you as you say this. It kind of clink, clink, clinks, goes over, picks up its spoon, clink, 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 walks back over to you, and it goes, asking you to cross your heart.
Oh.
She nods and she crosses her heart.
And it kind of straightens the lid on its head, and the tea set, after finishing what they had done, straightening everything back up the way it was, they follow you to the steps, and then they don't go any further. And you guys climb the steps.
This is the queen of the Feywild.
The queen of the cupboard.
The queen of the cupboard. So you all move up the staircase to the second floor, and you notice a large, heavy wooden door blocking your path. The door is odd. You notice no handle or lock. You see in large letters the words, "Turn back." And underneath that, a series of rivets lined up one after another. Beneath that, still, you see a jumble of letters under the metal knocker. And you see a wheel with the entire alphabet. All right, I'm pausing the game.
This is the thing, isn't it?
Here we
It's the
go.
thing.
I'm pausing the game.
We didn't touch it.
What's it look like? What's it look like?
All right, give it to us straight. Here we go.
The game is paused.
Oh, God.
It's puzzle time.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no. Oh no. What is
Okay.
that? What?
Even though there is only one cipher wheel, everyone gets their own so that you all get to participate. Let me make sure that everyone has access to their wheel.
10 minutes, Daniel.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, Daniel. I blame you. I blame you.
Wait. What did? Wait. What? Wait.
All right, let's do this.
You guys are getting bonuses just by getting to look at it right now, so you're welcome.
We got this.
I don't even
I ain't even worried.
understand what we're trying to do.
I don't think any of us do.
It's a cipher.
All right, you all. I've given you all control of your wheel. Control scroll to move your wheel. There will be a timer that the audience will get to see.
Is that the same on a map?
Wait, how do I?
Oh, I haven't unpaused it yet.
Okay.
You'll have to select it, and then you'll use Control Shift to move your wheel.
Oh no.
As soon as I need a marching order.
A marching order?
I do.
What?
Before we start.
I mean, I think Luden and Samson were in the front. And I
Okay.
think Prairie in the back. I think the rest of us are just in the middle, right?
Samson.
Yeah. I
Who's
think
next?
that's Luden.
What is?
Okay, there's Luden, Samson.
I guess Finn can go next.
Finn. And then Esperise, Uramir, and Praeria. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh no. Okay.
All right. Who begins? Who touches the door first?
Aramir, go ahead. You're the
Well-
smartest.
Luden, you're in front.
Well, I guess I'm touching the door first.
As you touch the door, you hear a voice say, "What must we remember, Raymirith?" Do any of you respond?
Well, that sounds like that was directed at Ramirez. Anybody go by that name in here? Nope. Okay.
Do you respond? You could just not respond if you don't want to.
Is it just me, or is it the whole group?
Anyone in the group can respond once the door has been touched.
What must we remember?
Is anybody gonna respond? If not, I can go ahead and do it.
Say it.
Is it the riddle?
This is a family or something like that?
As you say
What this was
family,
like before?
a wall closes in behind you, trapping you all on the staircase. You feel a magical surge of energy begin to permeate the room in a heavy aura. You all begin to feel this strange sensation. You're not sure what. Lightheadedness begins to ensue, and you can sense it building. And you hear once more. I told you. You do not belong. You must return from whence you came. Starts now.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Okay.
Command shift or
That's exciting. Oh no.
I'm so confused. How does it?
I can't.
Be.
Where'd my timer go?
Oh, this is great. I don't even know what I'm trying to do, so.
I just keep zooming in and out.
Assume we're supposed to get a saying, some kind of
The last
password.
4 letters are an acronym, I guess.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm doing either, to be honest.
Okay, Ludin has figured out how to turn the thing.
Can you turn the outside as well, or just the inside?
Let's give the audience a little bigger view so they can see what's going on.
3
C-A-U.
Hey, you can only do the inside.
Oops.
2 0.
So 3A.
How are we doing it? I can't do the thing.
3 0.
Okay.
Is that 20?
C is 2. Are you looking at CAUF?
Well, C is 3. Oh no,
No.
it's 2.
C is 2.
2 0 20.
2 0 20.
And then F is what?
5. 2 0 20 and 5. CAUF.
So is it S? Maybe B. Not. Jeez.
Are they
Lord.
numbers?
They're numbered.
So B is 1. S is
He is
18.
Okay.
J is
Yeah, that's 1, 18, 9, 18,
Oh,
5, 14, 25, 31, 18.
oh my gosh.
How bad,
Alright.
this is- How bad are we doing, Lark, now? Can we get any hints? Intelligence.
I'm legitimately concerned as
Oh,
You should be.
I'm legitimately concerned for you all.
I still can't even
As-
turn the wheel.
You have to select the wheel and then control scroll.
Ooh. I'm
No, I
clicking
also
the
had
wheel.
trouble with it. For
Control
me, it's
scroll.
shift.
Where would you? I can
okay.
help you if you need to move. If you're having trouble if you need to move the wheel. Where would you like to move your wheel, Esperise? Where would you like?
Oh no, I don't know. Don't worry about me.
Wait, do you think we have to move the wheel as many times as the thing is? So
No.
B would be
I
okay,
think-
no, okay.
Like a
I
rotary
think-
phone?
Okay, here's what I think it is, and I might be totally wrong. So I think CAUF, like the numbers that you said, but then you need to move those numbers until they line up with the outer wheel to the letters it actually is. So you need to
Yes.
line it up to the cipher.
so
if that
line
makes
the
sense.
so line the CAUF to the BSJSF.
No.
It's just we need to figure out at least one of them so that we can have the cipher for the rest of it. Like
once it hits, you're good.
Yeah.
So the CAUF.
So we need. Yeah, we need to move that 5 and 0 and whatever or the 3 and the 0 to line it up with the actual letters. So it's maybe I'm totally wrong. I don't know if what I'm saying is making any sense.
It is. It's just. So
I don't get it.
It's.
Would you like a hint?
Please.
Yes, please.
It will cost you.
That's fine. Take half
What
the
it will
hit points.
cost us?
Time, apparently.
Would you like a hint? Do you care what the cost is?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
what's the cost?
Kind
Take it.
Esperise, you lose 2. Every spellcaster lose 2 spell slots, and the rest of you take 2d8 damage for your hint.
When you say spellcasters, do you mean if we can cast a spell?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Any spell slots?
Uh,
Any spell slots or a certain level?
any spell slots.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
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 The dots are in reference to how far you turn back.
The
rivet?
Oh, right. Okay, 1, 2.
So.
Oh, okay. What's
0.
12.
1,
Okay,
2, 3,
so
4, 5, 6,
0.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Alright, so
7.
now try and do it.
God.
Okay,
Scrolling.
who has their
sucks.
thing?
Okay, so B is so if you move it 12 back, B is O, right?
Mm-hmm. B
And
is
then
O. That's how. Yeah.
S is F.
F.
So O F. J is H I J. J is W.
That's incorrect.
Crap. Okay, what about the C A U C P?
The hardest part is moving it back well.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm not
did-
rotating
did-
it. I'm just counting. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4,
1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So A should be at O.
Huh, no, I got
Yeah.
A is in now. We
A
should.
Why?
A should be at O.
Well, no, we did that, but she said that was wrong.
No, you put B at O.
Oh, okay. So
Well,
A is O. So that means B is P.
Or A, yeah.
A is P.
So
Is.
so wait, A is P or B is P?
Oh my
my
gosh.
3, 4,
I thought A was-
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A is O. There.
A
Okay.
is O, so B
Okay,
is
so B is P.
P,
What's S?
yeah.
S is G.
S is G.
J is
J is X.
X. P G X. This doesn't make any sense.
A
either.
is O.
Yeah.
A is O.
A is
Never.
O.
The first word's never.
How
A-
did you get that?
Hold on. A. L. CBS is O.
Never forget.
N.
Never alone.
E. Never alone. Yeah. Okay, so it's never alone. It's a haiku.
Wait, what? Where is never? What's
Yeah, how are you getting never? I don't understand.
Wait, is
A-
B N?
Wait, let him.
B is in. B is in. C is O. D is P. E is Q. F is R. G is S. H is T. I is U, etc.
Okay.
So
Just keep going. We got 3 minutes.
O is A.
Go ahead, Samson.
Z. So we're doing the second line. O is A.
Uh-huh.
Z is L.
Uh-huh.
K is W.
Always.
O is A.
Yeah, always.
M is Y.
Mm-hmm.
G is S.
Okay.
K is W. W
Is I.
I. H is T. V is H.
Always with.
A is M.
M.
S is E.
E. Always with me.
Always with me.
Never
And
alone,
then
always
cough
with me.
C is
is
O. Yeah.
O.
O.
M.
M.
G.
G.
F is R.
R.
Never alone, always with me. OMGR.
Is that what you say?
Mm-hmm.
Samson did 99% of it.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Good job, dude.
He wrote down the defenders over and
I
over.
will stop the timer here. Let me delete that off the screen.
How much time
And
do we have
he's
left?
sick.
2 minutes and 30 seconds. I wrote it down.
Good job. Good job, Daniel.
Y'all still. Okay. Whoopsies. I'm about to move that.
Alright, let me go ahead and lose these spell slots real quick.
Oh, you're about to
Was
lose
there
a
a
lot.
way? Was there a way to
Whoa,
restart
whoa.
the wheel?
You're gonna lose
Like,
more.
Wait,
We're gonna
yeah,
lose
because
what?
So, you speak the words, and the wall behind you retracts. Like, as this is like the room, like you guys are getting so lightheaded and dizzy as this room just kind of saps away at you. And it gets so close with only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. The wall behind you retracts back, and you see the first floor once more. The tea set still standing there, waiting, looking back up at you. The door to the second floor illuminates, magic filling the crevices of the grain from within the wood. And the magic fades, and the door opens, creaking out against the rust of its hinges as it does so. Let's go ahead and take away what has been sapped from you for how long that took. Let me count it up.
Holy crap, we lose
2,
more
4,
than-
6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8.
what?
4?
Oh,
In addition, Esperise and every other spellcaster,
Cool.
you lose a total of 6 spell slots.
6 individual
6.
spell slots?
6 spell slots. Individual spell slots.
Sorry. Is that like 6 spell
person?
slots, or is that like a
6
total of
levels worth
6
of spell
levels?
slots.
6 levels or spells, like 2 3s or 3 2s.
I'm sorry, it's a total of 6 levels of spell slots.
Levels of spell slots. Okay.
Okay, so in addition to the 2 spell slots we lost for the hints.
No, this is total.
Oh, just total.
Like,
Oh, total. Oh, okay. Okay.
this is total. That includes the first 2 from your hint.
So 4 more levels, basically?
The rest of you who are not is anybody not a spellcaster?
yeah, all of us cast spells.
Yeah, we
All of us cast spells.
Okay, well then, never mind.
I mean, can we choose damage instead?
Can we choose damage instead, please?
swear.
Is this like an either or situation?
I didn't intend for it to be that way.
Okay, well I'll just lose these 2 only spell slots I have.
I swear, it's like
Hey,
let me see.
we got a lot of half
Guess
casters
who
in
has
the party.
Guess
so
who has the most
Okay,
power for now?
Let me see. Hold on.
Looted becomes the most powerful
If-
person in the party. All of a
I
sudden.
guess wait, hold on. 6. If you want to take damage, you will take 10d8 damage.
Oh, never mind.
D8.
Never mind. I'll
Give
just
me-
take those slots.
Oh man. I guess we probably can't take a short rest immediately after, right?
Why not?
I don't know what's on the other side of this door, Ludin.
Bruh.
The
I'll
door
eat
is already
slots.
open.
I
Oh.
mean, I can see
It's
what's on
fine.
the other
It's
side of the door.
fine. Just
Why don't we just take a little nap right here on these stairs?
Well,
I don't
There's a
think that
couch downstairs.
I'll eat
Lauren,
the slots. I'll eat
can
the
you
slots.
can you put our thing back up, like
Oh,
our
let
character
me-
sheets?
Your character.
That's what I'm
Oh, yeah. Let me go back. Hold on.
I want to see how many slots I even have.
There we go.
Yeah, Ludin. There's no way Ludin even has that many slots.
Let me remove our timer here.
No, because you got ranger spells too.
Well, I just lost because I haven't technically leveled up yet.
There we
I
go.
probably have to take the damage.
as we've come to an end.
You said 8d10?
8d. Did I say 10?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take 8d10.
No, you said
real quick.
10d8.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I was like.
10d8,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
10d8.
All right, y'all. Here we go.
This was
25 minus 10. 35 damage. That could have been a lot worse.
Nah, I'm just gonna eat the slats.
Well, I can't eat the slats. I don't have enough.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Are we ready to move on?
Wait.
Can we take a short rest first?
Can I do a history check on OMGR to see if I've ever heard of that acronym before?
No way.
No, there'd be no way.
Cool, just checking.
It's oh my god, Remblace.
Let's
oh my god.
let's go ahead and move into the next room. You guys can't take a short rest on the stairs, unfortunately.
So y'all just see Ludin just go.
Lou just dies a little bit.
Yeah, you just like it basically saps the energy from you. Looking out into this room as the door kind of creaks open, you see a floor-to-ceiling library with a variety of books. In the center of the room, another set of plush armchairs and ottomans to pull your feet up up next to some side tables. You look over and see those pulsating vine-like vein roots forming the second-story balcony. Even from here, you can see the outer wall edges of the whirlpool. Most of the room is illuminated by the light coming from the second-story balcony. Tall Art Nouveau-style double doors with organic glass panels lead out onto this balcony. Another staircase leading up to the third floor wraps and twists around near the back of the room. The ceiling is completely painted. You see painted constellations of all the great heroes of Auroria, including Cassius. Every now and then you see a few streaks across the heavens. An enchanted ceiling with shooting stars. In the center of the room, near the lounging chairs, you see a small armillary sphere, its rings slowly rotating. And for those of you who don't know what an armillary sphere is, it's basically the Game of Thrones opener, with the rings and models objects in the sky, planetary bodies and stuff. And at the center of the sphere, you see a glowing crystal. There's a teacup on the floor next to one of the armchairs. The saucer still on the side table next to it. And you see rolled up next to that, a bit of parchment tied up with twine. It seems like something is inside the rolled up parchment. A subtle red glow is coming from it. You see another bit of parchment on the floor by the same chair, and it's open and face down.
Is this another freaking puzzle? Because I don't know if I could take it.
Yeah, right.
Daria pokes at the teacup to see if it's alive.
It's not.
Oh.
It still has like dried up tea in inside of it.
Y'all want me to cast Detect Magic again?
I mean, it's a pretty magical ceiling. Look at it. I wish Cassius could see this.
Talking about for things that might kill us?
I think that's a very nice idea.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to, though, if you're too tired.
I don't want to die. So he's just gonna go ahead and he's gonna ritually cast that. He's gonna use his spell slot and just cast Detect Magic. Especially after that BS that just happened to him in that stairwell.
Okay. The armillary evokes evocation magic. The parchment rolled up that has like a kind of something's inside and there's something glowing red. That has enchantment magic, maybe? I believe.
Alright.
I believe it's enchantment. The rest of the tower, of course, is like the walls and stuff. The ceiling is enchantment magic. The book, you don't really sense anything from any of the books in the room. And of course the rest of the tower is yes. Oh, I'm sorry. It's evocation. It would be evocation magic for the
Okay.
whatever is in the parchment that's glowing
So-
red.
He'll point all that stuff out. He'll be like, evocation and the parchment, that armillary might electrocute you. So if you touch it, stay away from me. The books are fine, and don't touch the walls. Just
The books are
don't touch
fine. Okay, he's gonna head over to the books.
them. They still might be trapped then.
What kind of titles do I see?
With that, as we reach the second floor, I think this is a good place for us to stop for the evening as we reach this second floor and all the new things for us to explore. So, let me go over and thank our peeps. We had a lot of action tonight. I hope everyone had fun. What an episode. Woo.
We just ate a lot.
What an episode.
Yeah, I think we had fun up until a certain point.
Until you took 6 levels of spell slots. Hex.
All right.
Hey, I had to just eat the damage, so it could be worse.
Thank you, the Elk Lad, for the follow. Thank you, We Done It 25. We Do Night 25, I think. Thank you, TNT J Perrick, for the follow. Thank you, Mick Bluff, for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Thank you, Paul Partita, for the like. Thank you, of course, Lawful Stupid RPG with the raid of 50. Thank you, Family Fantasy RPG, for the follow. Thank you, Jams9520, for the follow. Tiny Riblet for the follow, and Guru Grandpa for the follow. I love that name. Yes, thank you all so much for the follows. If you enjoy our show, please consider subscribing and following. Support us. We want to keep bringing you amazing shows. Don't forget about that Twitch Prime. Of course, it takes a lot of work to bring you all this content every week, and we want to keep bringing you amazing content. Subscribers, of course, get exclusive emotes and access to our secret corridor channel on our Discord server, where I share work-in-progress shots of my artwork. We share behind-the-scenes looks at what we're working on and more. You can also catch up on all of our shows on our YouTube, so make sure to follow us on YouTube. That is Command YouTube. You can also support us on Patreon, because after we stop talking to you wonderful folks, we're going to have our after show where we talk about tonight's episode, and it's completely unfiltered if you've been watching it all so far. So if you support us on Patreon, you get access to that as well. What else was I gonna say? Oh, our other shows, we have our Twisted Veil show, which is tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're also giving away a Neverborn Fate deck, because that show, of course, is a Through the Breach show. So we're going to be giving away a Neverborn Fate deck. Of course, Deanna will be in that show as well. She is a player there as well, and you can meet her there as Nemo. We have Iron Valor on Wednesday, which is our, we play Wizard of the Coast modules, and we're currently playing through Curse of Strahd. Daniel runs that game. Raina and I play in that game. Brandon did, but he died.
Every week, we gotta point that out.
And then Short Rest. Well, I won't next week. Short Rest, of course.
Please do. He did that.
Short Rest is our Friday show where we do about an hour, and we usually play video games, and we hang out, we talk with you guys, cast and crew, and I think this week we're drawing things. Something will be described to Raina, me, and Deanna, and we're going to try to draw it based on the description of what it is, and then we're going to show everybody our artwork. It's going to be, I do terrible under pressure because I use a lot of references, so mine are going to look awful. I'm so excited about that.
They're not. They're going to be great.
So if you want to join us for Short Rest, that's 8 p.m. on Fridays. Again, thank you everyone so much. Ooh, if you love the cast and you want to follow us on social media, you can follow us. I'm going to put our socials in the chat. Fate cast. There we go. There, Brandon's got it. I'm sorry, Christian's got it. Oh, wait, yeah.
No, that was Daniel. He said the right one. I did the wrong one.
Okay. Yes, you can follow us on social media. Other than that, let me find us someone to raid real quick, because I think Daniel.
He put it in the chat.
Did he put it in the chat?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yes.
Dragons and Dreamers.
Dragons and Dreamers. Okay, yes, we were raiding Dragons and Dreamers. When we raid, make sure to share all the love. Give them some snog hearts, some huzzah mugs. Let them know that Ink&Lyre sent you. We love to continue to help build other communities in our community, which is the tabletop RPG community, and just continue to share the love. Other than that, you beautiful people that we love so much, we'll miss you, and we will see you all next Monday for some more Fate's End as we dive into this tower, the second floor, the mysterious voice. What are we gonna find? What is going on? Who knows? We'll find out next Monday. Bye, guys.